wanna go that way?
They might get arrested.
That's close out.
They came back in here because they didn't let them out that way.
Yeah, but it's been like that. I think that's the same one that's been following all the way down the street. Yep.
I seen a press release with this one here.
I wanted to tell them about it.
And I'll let him get in trouble. Is that my Uber Eats? Thanks for that catch up, Kimberly. Thank you so much. Seven to Broadway, that's 3 blocks from here. Thank you.
Shit is wild. I see you watching. I see you watching.
So, during these protests earlier today, they're calling for ICE to be abolished. They say they want the raids to end. But either way, I mean, no matter what they're saying, at the end of the day, this is what you see. You see police responding. You see the tear gas. You see the flashbangs. I mean, this is what this night has turned into. And so that message is it's lost in all of this chaos. And back to you. It's lost in all of this chaos. Back to you. Thank you. Okay, sorry. When are you coming back? Sorry. Okay. Where's
They're on the roof. Told you guys I was gonna get behind them. You're here at LA Live.
what are
units of Arcadia in May.
Hi, it's Christina again. Yes, I got you.
Back it up. Excuse me. Thank you.
Can you ask him to take the video?
I'm about to move in, chat.
Can you guys hear me?
Hold on, let me get you guys a good shot.
Can you run that video that we sent you? Okay, I'm gonna toss it. Okay.
For radio, looks like he was in Greece. That was fire, bro. Bro, that was fire.
that's what they've been doing off and on throughout this evening when protesters commit some extreme act of violence, hurling objects at them, throwing things, rocks, bottles, fireworks. This has been going off and on all night, and the crowd continues to be pushed back by these police officers that are doing their best to protect the community and property. It looks somebody was possibly throwing something from one of the top of one of these buildings. So officers, they moved around, they moved forward, and they were looking out, just trying to make sure. I mean, just it's such a dangerous situation. I mean, we're here in downtown. You've got these condos, and people in these condos watching what's happening, and so they're watching potential bad actors from an elevated level. I mean, that's what they're dealing with. They're worried about potential threats not only on the ground, but even higher in some of these buildings here in downtown LA. And this continues to be a very evolving situation. They're telling somebody to drop something right now. This is an example here. You know, the officers just trying to protect themselves. Again, in this very, very fluid situation, and that's what the sheriff is talking about. He says his deputies are still facing dangerous situations since last Thursday. There have been more than 500 arrests in the LA area related to protest activity, many of them for failure to disperse, others for more serious charges, including looting, attempted murder with a Molotov cocktail, and assault with a deadly weapon on a police officer. If you have that video from earlier that we shot, you know, just showing some of the mayhem down here, if you could go ahead and roll that and just show what the police and sheriff's deputies, what they're having to deal with. Now, there have been some peaceful protests here in LA this week, and law enforcement was out in full force today to try and keep them that way. But, you know, here you go again. You've got this violence in the downtown area. And the No King's Day protests, there were at least 40 different events of those held in LA County. Law enforcement was aware of at least 200 of them statewide. And meantime, you got these Democrats continuing to criticize President Donald Trump for deploying 4,000 National Guardsmen and 700 Marines to the area. But as Trump administration officials say, they are here in LA to protect. We're getting a message. Okay. So that is, yes, we're on media. So this is an example of the police trying to guide us and move us to safe locations as these protesters continue to move. And what I was talking about at the beginning of this live shot, possibly things being lobbed at them from an elevated level. That's what we're talking about here. And he's getting the shot so you can see how tall that building is right here above this intersection. So law enforcement looking out for that, trying to make sure no one is up there trying to commit any acts of violence. But again, going back to what the Trump administration said about federal intervention, about having the National Guard and Marines here, they say it was needed to address the, quote, lawlessness that has been allowed to fester during the riots here in LA. And their federal partners, they say they're going to continue, let's get back just a little bit, they're going to continue to enforce immigration law. They're going to continue with these immigration sweeps to do what is necessary, they said, to keep the community safe. They've already arrested, they say, a number of illegal aliens with prior criminal histories that include drug trafficking, assault, cruelty to a child, domestic violence, robbery, and smuggling. They say that was some of the prior criminal histories for some of the illegal aliens that they have arrested during these immigration sweeps here this week that protesters continue to call out and say they want stopped. Again, Trump administration officials saying they are trying to keep the peace, are trying to help keep the area safe. So here we are again at this intersection, away from when that curfew is supposed to go into place. Earlier, just hours ago, they had ordered they issued a dispersal order because of the violence that erupted here, and it's unclear how long this goes on tonight. It really is. I mean, people just keep moving around. Yes.
We almost got caught in the middle of that. Ooh. It's not even curfew yet.
Yes.
trash can, the pile of trash, or something like that.
That's right, every single minute. Incredibly dangerous.
Sounds like
If
they said
somebody
they're
did in
working
fact
by the
drop,
101.
rocks, concrete, just any kind of object from an elevated level here on those officers, who knows how that could turn out? Just extremely dangerous. It's like we were seeing in Paramount last Saturday. You had protesters throwing boulders and cement at officers and law enforcement vehicles. I mean, that could have caused a crash. That could have killed someone. So this is the extreme violence that we're talking about. And if someone in fact is doing that, again, so much surveillance video, so many surveillance cameras around here, law enforcement is going to comb through that evidence. And that could be, a potential assault with a deadly weapon on a police officer, right? I mean, these are serious charges. And law enforcement, they say they're not going to put up with it. They are not going to accept this extreme violence. Back to you. Well, it appears that they're trying to separate. It appears that they were trying to separate those very large crowds, and they were very effective in doing so, deploying the tear gas and rubber bullets. That's what they were doing, and they were very successful in that effort. And compared to the thousands of people that were here hours ago, and how few people I'm seeing at this intersection right now, I just say their method is very, very effective. Lots of law enforcement here, huge presence. You have LAPD, you have sheriff's deputies. Sounds like we're hearing sirens about to come by right now. I'm not sure what is going on around the corner, but I would say they are doing an incredible job in a very unpredictable and dangerous situation.
I mean, that was yesterday. Today, I don't know, maybe a little different. Ray with the two, thank you, Ray. Engineer Ray with the two, thank you, brother. More less people going on down the street, see that smoke rising.
And Mario, we don't have audio right now. We know that here we go.
So yeah, sorry about that. If you can,
Yes, we can hear you now,
we
Mario.
at one
Thank you.
point thought these officers here were going to start shooting at the balcony here of the Perla on Broadway, modern condos at the corner of the intersection. Now we've been watching this group that has been moved from First to Fourth here on Broadway, and it looks like the majority of the group, the hundreds that we had just a short time ago, have now dispersed. But LAPD officers moved the remaining media on this side of the street because people were at one point throwing objects from that condo building onto the street, and there was concern that somebody could get injured. So you all had mentioned that the businesses here along these streets in downtown, a lot of them we've seen that are boarded up, but I do want to give you a look at this one business here, Sardines Wine Bar, and you can see there are people here inside on the second floor. The bar is still operating, it appears, and there are customers inside, many of them with their phones pulled out, just shocked at what they're seeing here as they've been watching this crowd being moved, a concerted effort from the LAPD moving these people from block to block to block. We were at Grand Park not too long ago where a large crowd had been forced from in front of City Hall, and we heard those flash bangs, those less lethal munitions being deployed. We did see a block over at 3rd Street and Broadway, fireworks that were being thrown at LAPD officers. We haven't seen that activity since then, but that is definitely something that these officers are worried about now as we're passing a few of these residential buildings here along Broadway, including Perla, where we saw those objects being thrown from the top of the building there. So this crowd continuing to move, that curfew in place in about 2 minutes here as we're watching and waiting to see once that curfew hits exactly what's going to happen with these remaining people out here on the streets of downtown LA.
I couldn't help but notice you made your way all the way to 4th. We started with you, you were back on 1st. So obviously some progress there.
Yeah, and it has been working every couple of minutes. The stopped here because of those objects that were reportedly coming down from up above. But yes, slowly but surely, they've been using less lethal munitions and moving these people from block to block. We started in front of City Hall near Main and First, and they made their way up into Grand Park and then onto Broadway, and then down here where they've been stationed here for the last maybe 15 minutes or so as that curfew is getting closer and closer.
So, Mario, I am fascinated by the shot of the wine bar, Sardines Wine Bar. Not been to that one, but I know it's a vibrant downtown LA area now with these restaurants and these condo complexes and apartment buildings. With the curfew in place, I'm surprised that business is still open, or right now are they staying open because of all the police activity and nobody's moving there, do you think?
You know what? We're asking, you're one of the managers and work here? Yes, so this guy says he works here. He says they're kind of stuck here for now because obviously they can't come out onto the street, so they're not accepting people inside, clearly. But the patrons that are inside, we see one man in there with his dog. Maybe some of the people who were out here on the street as things started to escalate went into this business, but this is why so many of them decided to close their doors. We saw a lot of them with the fencing, making sure that they were boarded up if they had glass storefronts. And throughout the last couple of days, as we were walking through some of these areas, many of these businesses writing on the storefront, Mexican-owned, similar to what we saw during the George Floyd unrest, many trying to avoid the vandalism and looting by appeasing to those crowds here in downtown LA.
I don't know if that manager is willing to talk with you any further. Holy shit!
Are we
going to die today? What it means for them to have Saturday night with no business due to a curfew, and a Friday night and Thursday night last week.
Is Costa Hawkinson old guy down here? Older gentleman?
You know what, the manager here, we're talking to a customer. You've been watching here. Oh, okay, you're the owner. What is this like here? I mean, seeing this activity, this is your business. You decided to stay open here. Walk me through that.
Yeah, I think it's, earlier in the day it was a great turnout. That was a wonderful protest. And I think now you just got a lot of rabble-rousing going on. And it's a little tense. It's a little tense. We want to be here for our community, but also, we're at a point where it's like, okay, we want to get home and get safe too. Nobody really needs to be out here stoking the fire.
And as someone who's running a business here, what's the impact been like for you? These demonstrations started a week ago, over a week ago on Friday.
Yeah, it's not friendly for business. We have to close 4 or 5 hours early, and my concern is more the impact on business after this all goes away. Once this goes away, the perception from the greater Los Angeles area is that downtown is a war zone and it's scary and that it's unmanageable, and they don't come back for months, sometimes years. Last time we had protests like this, the perception of downtown was that things weren't great here, and we need people to know that people live here, humanity exists here, and we run our businesses and we live and work and do all that stuff here, and we need people to come back to downtown.
Now, this is Sardines Wine Bar. How long have you all been in business here?
We've been here for 3 years, and we've had the cheese shop next door for 11 years now.
As we are seeing some of this activity out here, your reaction moving forward. What's the plan moving forward? I mean, tomorrow are you opening? Are you opening up?
We'll continue to open up. Yeah. We'll just, the police have been doing a good job of kind of diffusing the situation a little bit. I'm sure they add a little heat to the fire as well, but we're going to be here and we're going to keep open our business just like we have for the past 11 years in downtown, and serving these people.
What's your message to the city as this is happening? The curfew now in place. We might see some arrests here. The fire department moving on.
Yeah, I think we're pretty resilient, but patience and peace, acceptance, tolerance, those are things that we need to look for. And there's a lot of people hurting internally, and that internal hurt manifests itself in ways that is sometimes a little destructive, and we get it, but you know, I think it's just
LAPD flying above. There must be another
keep
group.
on
Have them
keeping
listen to
on,
Scanner in a
keep on
second.
doing what you're doing, and let people know how you're feeling.
Mario.
Perspective. Thanks for sharing it with us. What's your name? Reed. Reed. All right, manager of Sardines Wine Bar here.
Can you
Yeah.
can you ask?
Listening here as we're continuing to watch that activity.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was going to ask you to ask him about the vibrancy of downtown. I came to LA in 1990, and truthfully, downtown was not an area of vibrancy of hotels and restaurants. It's really a changed nature and demographic, and that bar looks beautiful there inside. Looks wonderful. Ask him what he loves about downtown.
What's it called? Little Tokyo Hub. In the Jordan store.
Yeah, you know, Christine Devine asking about the vibrancy and the culture here. What do you love about this area of downtown? What drew you here to open up your business?
I mean, it's a very diverse demographic. We got people of all ages and all over the country and the world, and all makes and models here in downtown. And you know, there's a sturdiness and a hardiness to the people of downtown, and that's the beauty of it. Is I think we have that resilience, and I don't know, city folk love the diversity and the vibrancy, and that's what we love about it down here.
What are your customers saying? Some of them here reporting, obviously, maybe in shock here. Are they from out of town? Are they local?
No, they're all locals. We have a very loyal local customer base, and they've been supporting us all week long. A lot of these people have been here every night, and you know, we're looking out for each other and leaning on each other when there's tension like this. And
So Mario, he lives there
it's
as well.
great to see them kind of band together.
Do you live here in the area as well?
Live a block and a half down.
What's that been like? I mean, obviously, you're going to be going home after this.
Yeah, it's, you know, earlier in the week it was a little loud at night, but it calms down tonight. You know, you can see I think it's going to go on a little longer, and it's going to be a little more tense, and the authorities do their work. Maybe we can thin it out a little bit.
Any communication between the businesses? Many have been boarded up, closing. What are the businesses?
Oh yeah, we are all about encouraging each other and helping each other out. If anybody needs anything, you know, we're all there for each other. We all take care of each other and look out for the storefronts, and if we're open and it gets a little hairy on the inside, you know, people are around that come and check in on you. So
We appreciate it. I know you're open, so stay safe. Thanks so much for talking to us. Reed, the owner here of the Sardines Wine Bar downtown at the corner of Broadway and 4th Street. Now, the skirmish line continuing to move down that way towards 5th, and we're seeing some stragglers here. You know, people still holding signs as that curfew is in place. We haven't seen any of those arrests being made, people taken into custody for breaking that curfew in a 1 square mile area here downtown. But we do see that law enforcement continues to move. Thank you, sir. All right, so we'll keep an eye on things. But
Mario, we'll come right back to you. Let's go to the second camera while that gentleman takes his thoughts elsewhere. Let's go to that second camera that we have there. That, I believe, is 2nd Street happening right now. And you see, obviously, a large deployment there of police with their 40 millimeter and less lethal launchers there, those green rifles you see, as I was mentioning earlier, they basically launch a foam projectile, rubber bullets as they're commonly called, and they can launch as far as 110 feet recently. And you see them, and they're clearly marked in green, so people know that those are less lethal projectiles. And you are looking live. It is 8:07. The LAPD putting out the curfew went into effect exactly 8 minutes ago, 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. for that 1 mile square area in downtown Los Angeles. And right now, this is where everything is happening. There are smaller protests, including one in Van Nuys in the San Fernando Valley. There's 100 protesters out on the streets of Oxnard right now. In Ventura County, we are hearing those protests remain peaceful. The disturbance has been primarily in a very small area surrounding City Hall near LAPD headquarters in was reported that people from an overpass were throwing bottles, bricks at them, and that's when a dispersal order was issued. A lot of people did leave. A lot of protesters simply started marching into different areas. Those that were there for the peaceful part of the No Kings protest today in downtown Los Angeles. Unfortunately, a lot of folks, as Reed, the downtown business owner, put it, a lot of rabble-rousers, agitators, started causing some trouble, unfortunately, facing off with police. We have heard that one Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy, who was also on the scene there in downtown, was injured. We're trying to get an update on his injuries. We're also trying to get an update from the city of Los Angeles. We understand that LA City Mayor Karen Bass will be joining us live here on Fox 11 as we continue our coverage on the No Kings protest. It was peaceful all day long, as Reed, that business owner, attested to. We had Fox 11's Mary on the street, and she was actually recording a video, Christine, and she was saying into the camera, things are so peaceful. You know, she'd been there for hours. She had been chatting with immigrants from all over the world that came out today. And all of a sudden, the chaos broke loose, and it was peaceful no longer. And it's very unfortunate, and this is what LA, the city, the mayor, the governor, everyone was worried about, is that the message, whether you agree with it or you don't agree with it, the First Amendment guarantees the right, freedom of expression, the right to protest peacefully. And the First Amendment specifically says, you know, peaceably or peacefully in the First Amendment, but now the message has been hijacked into a story about the violence.
And yet we have another night of curfew now in place at 8 p.m. in the downtown LA area, 1 square mile. You can see a lot of LAPD officers are there on the ground, and we are watching the stragglers, you might say. Keep in mind that curfew is now in effect, and I would say LAPD is much more ready for this curfew as they were last night, sending a very strong message last night with the arrest, with that white LAPD bus, with people being detained into that bus. We are looking at a location here. We have cameras at a couple of locations there downtown, and these, you might say, are the stragglers on a Saturday night, because there were tens of thousands of people, as you might imagine, a massive turnout for the Dayside protest, the No Kings protest. They were happening around the country. They happened in several locations. Downtown, a big area.
That's right, and No Kings protests across the country. There were 2,000 scheduled protests throughout the United States, coast to coast. Here in Los Angeles County, at least 40 were programmed, but they ranged and they were held up and down the state. San Diego police putting out a message on X earlier today, thanking the community of San Diego for peacefully protesting, saying there had been no arrests and there had been no problems there. But unfortunately, here in Los Angeles, the situation changed at 4:30 this afternoon. Again, if you're just joining us here at Fox 11, we are continuing our coverage of the No Kings protest. We already had camera crews, and we had hoped to bring you a story at 10 o'clock of a peaceful demonstration and interviewing folks with the message they were trying to convey today on the streets of Los Angeles. We had cameras all over because there were protests all over. Van Nuys, Santa Monica, Pasadena, Ventura County, Santa Barbara, Riverside, San Bernardino saw protests all over. But at 4:30, things changed, and that's when we started to hear officer needs help calls. Officers saying they were coming under attack by a group of protesters on an overpass near Alameda. And that is when that dispersal order was issued. Not everybody left. A lot of people did. There were reported up to 20,000 people on the streets of downtown Los Angeles earlier. So relatively, this is a much smaller crowd that is causing these issues. We've seen the throw things at police. Police have reported commercial fireworks being used. We saw that. We also saw that in Santa Ana during the week. Fireworks being lobbed towards law enforcement officials. There, of course, the Orange County Sheriff's Department and the Santa Ana Police Department. But a lot of folks came out with fireworks, and we're being told they are the commercial grade. Pepper balls were launched, trying to get the crowd to disperse. Those foam projectiles, known commonly as rubber bullets, were also shot. And we do have one confirmed report of a Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy that has been injured. You are looking live. And let's bring in now Hunter Dunn. He is one of the coordinators of the No Kings protest. Hunter, good evening. Where are you joining us from?
Hi, I just got home from the protest in downtown Los Angeles.
And you have, I know you've been following the coverage. I can imagine this must be very disappointing and disheartening.
Which coverage specifically? We had millions of people turn out today, but honestly, in downtown Los Angeles, after tear gas and rubber bullets were fired, as I walked past in some cases, fired at peaceful protesters, some literally chanting just the word peaceful protest out of tear gas and rubber bullets were shot at them, including one of our organizers who was handing out medical supplies. I was a little bit disheartened to see that level of state violence against civilians. Absolutely. And I'm even more disheartened by what happened in Salt Lake City earlier today. It appears there was a shooting there, and at least one person was critically injured. We don't know the motive yet. We don't know exactly who did it, but we do know that one of our protests, one of our events was attacked, and at least one person was severely injured. So I am absolutely disheartened by the show of violence against a peaceful protest movement that happened today, both in Los Angeles and also in Salt Lake City.
Hunter, it's Christine Devine here joining this coverage. I wanted to ask you about the state with the LA event first. I'm sensing some emotion on your part when it comes to how things turn from peaceful in Grand Park to a change of the dispersal order. Obviously, we have cameras everywhere. You have a certain perspective from what you saw. What did you see and how things changed and when?
Our protest was from about 9:30 a.m. and we finished up about 12:30. After that, we announced that we were finishing the event, and we gave people the call to action about other areas and ways that people could help their city, whether it was supporting SEIU and Sherwood Summer of Resistance at Cito Olvera, or other actions that could be taken, some from comfort of your own home, and some, going out and finding other protests in places like in WeHo, like Hollywood, where a number of different groups were having a pride protest. So those actions that were taken, obviously, and once we were done, we were then going around checking in on other events and other protests happening across the city, some of which were No Kings, but not No Kings that was also organizing, most of which were just general anti-ICE protests, which makes sense, as ICE has been victimizing the community of Los Angeles over the past week, and going back a lot further than the past week, but it's been especially obvious in the last week. But a couple months later, there was a pretty quick shift in tone, at least from interactions between protesters and law enforcement.
Now, Hunter, LAPD central officers reported it was about just right before 4:30. We were monitoring their transmissions, and we had cameras and reporters also on the ground. They reported, the officers did, taking bottles and bricks and rocks being thrown at them by a group, and I don't like calling them protesters. The LAPD calls them agitators. They also call them outside agitators, implying they were not part of the peaceful protest. They reported taking bottles and bricks and rocks from these agitators. That caused them to issue the dispersal order, and things deteriorated from there. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I read those reports. I've also read reports and seen footage by Associated Press and NBC both directly contradicting those reports, claiming that they were entirely unprovoked. Now, obviously, I'm part of a nonviolent movement. We have entirely peaceful protests. If there were any sort of violence by outside agitators, that's not something that we support. But the violence that I saw, the violence that Associated Press saw, and the violence that NBC saw were exclusively against civilians by law enforcement. And let me be very specific here. I have spoken to someone who was shot 3 times in the face with rubber bullets. Rubber bullets are meant to be, according to police protocol, shot off the ground and ricocheted and then potentially hitting someone, but more scaring them than anything else. Shooting them directly at someone is a violation of how those are supposed to be used, and that is directly violent in a way that cannot be defended. And that is my fundamental issue there. Frankly, just taking the worst possible situation, someone throwing a water bottle at you versus someone firing a rubber bullet that's high impact velocity speeds directly at your face, which could cause terminal brain injuries or even kill you, those things are not at all equivalent, and I think it's a disservice to the people of Los Angeles to present it that way. But of course, obviously I heard you guys talk about fireworks and stuff, and I understand in that case we obviously want to be careful when people are playing with literal fire after what happened in California over the past couple months. I was in college when those fires broke out in December.
The street's open. I think it's open.
Palisades, Altadena. There's so many different fires all at once. Right, my final season actually got canceled because we had to flee our university at one point.
Hunter, obviously it is a contentious situation there on the ground with different perspectives, different cameras capturing different things. Let me get back to the protest that your group had organized in the first place. Yours was a No Kings protest that was planned long before Homeland and ICE and all this happening in LA, is that right?
Yeah, No Kings means it's pretty straightforward that America should not have kings, that we were founded on the principle of resisting against tyranny and oppression and against authoritarianism, and that Donald Trump is acting pretty much like King George III, and that's a terrible interpretation. I can think of plenty other authoritarian strongmen to compare him to that would be harsher and in some cases more accurate. But after what's happened over the past week, it made sense to shift more directly into the way that Donald Trump was enacting his tyrannical power, which was through ICE and through the deployment of the National Guard.
Well, obviously protests were happening around the nation today, the No Kings that were well planned in advance. You mentioned, was it Salt Lake City that you were talking about?
Yes, there was an active shooter or active shooters that we're still not hearing all the details, but we do know that one person was critically injured, and we do know it's a direct that authorities suspect that it was a direct attack on the protest.
Yeah, I'm looking up that information right now. One person critically injured in Salt Lake City protest march shooting. Obviously, that would be painful for anybody to hear about that. In general, when you think of the protest that you had planned, whether people are for it, whether they're against it, how do you make, or what is your take on how it was pulled off and how it went on your end?
Versus to our right.
From the actual No Kings protests themselves, I think that we've done a remarkable job of getting anywhere from, as has been reported, between 5 and 11 million people out on the streets across the country and even more around the world, united in solidarity against authoritarian actions taken by the government, against executive overreach, but more importantly, in community with each other. That is beautiful, and it is horrifying and disgusting the way that someone in Salt Lake City tried to destroy that, and in the same way that in this morning, someone attacked 2 political officials, again, apparently in reaction to the protest.
That's right. Salt Lake City Mayor Aaron Mendenhall said that, we deserve to feel safe, especially when exercising our First Amendment rights. Salt Lake police reporting they did take the suspected shooter into custody. Unfortunately, the person who was shot does have life-threatening injuries, so that's always disturbing to hear as people take peacefully to the streets that someone would show up with a gun and shoot someone else. Of course, the shooting is still under investigation, but it did happen at the protest, as Hunter just mentioned. The message, Hunter, because you don't, the message may have gotten hijacked temporarily. We had people on the ground. They were speaking to the protesters. They heard their messages. They heard their stories. What is the message you hope the people take from today's day of national protest?
That the American people will not be silenced, and that we will stand up together against the forces trying to destroy our community.
Hunter Dunn, thank you very much. The Los Angeles No Kings Day of Protest coordinator, thank you for joining us. And we are looking live right now from Skyfox. This is in Van Nuys, where earlier this morning there was also a protest from Panorama City to the federal building in Van Nuys, but where several protesters still remain. And now we're seeing this for the first time. We're seeing protesters take to the intersection. Obviously, on Van Nuys Boulevard, there is a green light. You see the traffic moving back and forth. Obviously, stressful, extremely dangerous for protesters, for drivers alike. This is Victory Boulevard and Van Nuys Boulevard, right there in the heart of Van Nuys, just about a mile or so away from the federal building and LAPD Van Nuys headquarters. LAPD is aware of what's happening. They're keeping a close eye on what's occurring here, but this is the first time that we're seeing a small group of protesters. Some of them are on bicycles, you see there, with flags. There's somebody with an American flag taken to the intersection, and now travel eastbound on Victory has the green light, and they're having to go around the protesters. So this is something you don't want to see, and we know the LAPD is monitoring this closely, and we would expect.
It's a reminder that there have been protests in many parts of Southern California today. Obviously, the big one we've been following has been in the downtown LA area. This being Van Nuys, not surprising to see on Saturday night protests pick up or start elsewhere. They were scheduled for various times throughout Southern California. But the people in the street, that is concerning because that is dangerous. That is where cars are driving, and you don't want somebody to get hurt or hit. You have people who are watching across the nation who might support, should support peaceful protest, but blocking traffic, that's not part of it. Being in the middle of the street, that's not part of it. Right now, we're watching a fairly small crowd there in Van Nuys, but they seem to be quite vocal and exercising their right to speak out. But in the middle of the road there, somebody could get hit or hurt. If an accident happened, that is a little more concerning, even though it's a small group right now.
That's right, Van Nuys and Victory Boulevard. Van Nuys Boulevard has been the scene of protests all day long, starting early this morning. But again, this is the first time that we're seeing protesters take to the middle of the street. We know that LAPD is keeping a close eye. Now we see a car going, oh no, it's trying to make a right turn, but you have people in the middle of the intersection, and you have people also in the crosswalk. And now the green light is obviously on Victory, and you still have those people in the middle of the street there. And traffic is very heavy on Victory and Van Nuys Boulevard. At any hour, it's usually very busy.
And then you think of a Saturday night where not everybody in LA went to the protest. Just making my way here, I was thinking of all the people who were going about their day in whatever fashion. Some were wanting to watch the parade celebrating the Army's birthday on television. President Trump did speak as well. So you have that counter picture of what happened in Washington, D.C. with the counter picture of the No Kings protest across the nation. This is a Saturday night in the Van Nuys area, very far from downtown LA for people who don't know the area. Van Nuys is in the valley, as we say. It is north of the 134 freeway. It is near the 405 freeway. Or downtown, obviously, very different freeways. There is no curfew in this area like there is in that 1 square mile area of the downtown LA area. I'm thinking of motorists who may not want to be a part of this or get caught up in this. This is an area then to avoid, the Van Nuys area. Van Nuys and Victory. It can be alarming to get caught up in people in the street. It can feel alarming to not know where to go or not want to hit somebody. But there you have a crowd there who feels that they want to make their voices heard in the middle of the street. You have that white car. I don't know if they're able to make a left. They're trying to make a left. They're cars are trying to navigate around the people there.
And I understand that LAPD may be on the way there now. They're also monitoring the situation. I want to see if we could go to our other camera right now, the one that I believe is on second, where I understand arrests are being made right now. Do we have that other camera up that we can take a look? This is our other camera. We're just sort of moving around to get a better shot, where we understand that on second, arrests were now being made and people were seen being taken into custody. But that camera, I'm not sure if that's this camera or we do see the flashing lights of police officers. Mario Ramirez is on his way to LAPD headquarters right now for an official update, hopefully from the chief of police, Jim McDonnell. And you're looking live. This is downtown Los Angeles, and we understand that some people were being taken into custody. And we will get the numbers of people arrested. Hundreds have now been arrested during this 8 days of protest. Today's the 8th day, and we expect the numbers to be significantly higher tomorrow. The curfew did work for a while. It's not working apparently tonight. Maybe.
LAPD was able to push the crowd out of the direct downtown LA area. We're going to talk to Mayor Karen Bass in just moments. Gigi, what are you pointing out there?
This is Little Tokyo, and that is the bank, actually, I believe, that was closed yesterday. These are the boarded up businesses that you were seeing in downtown Los Angeles that yesterday we walked all of Little Tokyo, and businesses boarded up and closed. And I don't know if do we have the mayor on the line?
Yeah, we do. Mayor Karen Bass, thank you so much for joining us. Christine Devine here with Gigi Gracian on a Saturday night. As you're watching live what's happening in downtown LA right now, the curfew on for about 30 minutes, where does the city stand tonight?
Well, I think the city stands enforcing the curfew. Overall, today was peaceful, considering how many protests took place. There were about 15 different protests all around the city, and of course we were most concerned about the protests downtown. There were some difficulties there, but we are hopeful that we will be able to quickly get people to disperse without a lot of arrests for unlawful assembly or curfew violations. Over the last couple of days, we have been a number of arrests have dropped considerably, but of course, you know this protest was one that was planned for months. That really was not about ICE. It was more about the military parade and the overreach of the administration. But then, of course, when the raids happened, then that expanded the view of the reason for the protest, but I'm sure it also contributed to thousands more people being in the streets that went.
Now, Mayor, obviously the city, the LAPD, was prepared for the worst, but you specifically asked for peace, and you specifically asked that people not be violent because it would just feed into the rhetoric that's coming, that people, this perception that they have. President Trump said if it wasn't for him and if it wasn't for the National Guard, we would all be burning down right now. And you asked them not to be violent, not to feed into the rhetoric. This has to be disheartening.
Well, no, I mean, look, the way, especially if you view how the president characterized the city, you know good and well, especially when it comes to the downtown area, that this is a small slice of Los Angeles that is 500 square miles. So, of course, I'm always disappointed in any act of violence. But things are not in chaos, and the National Guard is not participating in the way that the president has described. He's acting as though the National Guard saved the day. I think, first of all, LAPD, the sheriffs, and the surrounding police departments were there, handled things. They are continuing to handle things, and the federalized National Guard is not needed.
Where do we go from here? So the national protests, as you mentioned, were well planned in advance, happened today. We know Homeland Security is still doing operations, ICE still doing operations, National Guard is still here. We saw some walking by one of our shots. This is not over for the city of LA, for the greater LA area.
No, it's not over, and frankly, I don't think it will be over until it's clear when the federal government will stop the raids. One of the things that has been the most challenging about what is going on is that we've been operating by rumor, in the sense that there's all these sightings of the military, all these sightings of the National Guard, and because we don't exactly know, because there hasn't been the communication, it's created a sense of insecurity and uncertainty. But I will tell you that today, I was in the helicopter for quite a while. I went to every site that had been listed as a site of protest, and I mentioned there were 15 of those locations, and every single one of them was completely peaceful. In some cases, the protest had ended by the time I flew over. And as I was flying over, LA, the downtown LA, was getting a little, we were concerned about where that was going. And that's when the police had the horses and moved the crowd back. But it seems as though it is under control now. It's early. It's only 8:30, so we have a lot more to go tonight, but I am hoping that people will be peaceful and that we will not have a lot of arrests. We only had 19 yesterday.
And Mayor, what is your message? You mentioned that you know, and we know because we live here, that this is contained to an extremely small area in downtown Los Angeles, but people who don't live here, that feed into the national rhetoric that they're hearing, don't necessarily know that. What is your message tonight?
Well, my message to them is to clarify what exactly is happening in LA, and I appreciate your network for joining in, because you talk about something that's discouraging. It's when networks essentially cover something that is completely false and show tapes over and over again of stuff that had happened days before. So my message to LA has been consistent. It's to be peaceful. It's if you actually care about immigrants, you are not going to be violent, and if you are violent, then we know that you're just being violent. It is not on behalf of any cause, and we will deal with you. You will be held accountable. But if you look at the tens of thousands of people that were downtown in LA today in that protest, it was overwhelmingly peaceful. And I just hope the stragglers that have not gone home will remain peaceful, will leave the area, or will understand that they will be arrested and they will be held accountable.
All right, Mayor Karen Bass, I know we have limited time with you, so we'll say thank you for coming on with us here on a Saturday night as Fox 11 continues to monitor Southern California. We appreciate your thoughts. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
We know that it's been limited to a small area. What are we looking at? Oh,
that is the lawmaker in Minnesota who was killed today. We know, Gigi, our day started out in a very tragic way as we learned of a lawmaker and her husband killed another lawmaker, and his wife was shot beforehand. A manhunt has been underway for this gunman who was dressed in a police uniform with a police vehicle, and they're looking for that man.
That manhunt continues in Minnesota. The suspect has been identified as Vance Bolter. He is accused of shooting and killing State Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband, and also shooting State Senator John Hoffman and his wife. They were both shot. They survived. They were out of surgery, but still in critical condition. Police say that the killer had a hit list with him with nearly 70 names of other Democrat politicians.
We understand that
peaceful discourse is the foundation of our democracy. We don't settle our differences with violence or at gunpoint.
So we understand that Minnesota State Senator John Hortman and his wife, they were also shot multiple times. This happening at the homes of these lawmakers. They're out of surgery. They're expected to survive. Again, we talked about that suspect, Vance Bolter, who was reportedly seen on a home surveillance camera posing as a police officer. We should note the FBI is offering a $50,000 reward for his capture.
And in other news, a rainy day and a relatively sparse crowd greeted President Trump's military parade in Washington, D.C. today. It was the largest military parade in decades, held to mark the Army's 250th birthday, which coincided with Trump's 79th birthday.
Today we commemorate An event that did not just change American history, but changed the history of the entire world. The creation of America's Army on June 14th, 1775.
And the president spoke praising the Army during the parade as more than 6,000 soldiers marched by. And we return to our continuing coverage of the protests in downtown Los Angeles, primarily peaceful. That is important to stress as tens of thousands of people took to the streets here in the Los Angeles area this morning, starting very early, but at 4:30 this afternoon, things did deteriorate when LAPD officers reported that they were being pelted with rocks, bottles, and bricks from an overpass. A dispersal order was issued. Some protesters did not want to leave, and then things just turned chaotic. Several arrests, we understand, have been made.
And noting right here, it is now dark out. You can see the posture there of the LAPD officers. Very calm, very peaceful, not a protester in sight with our shot here. Reminder that curfew is in place. LAPD with that huge show of officers on the ground and with their vehicles, they were able to push that crowd back from Grand Park with that curfew in place, that dispersal order in place. You can see in our shot right here, very calm in this spot in downtown LA.
And tens of thousands of demonstrators did take to the street early this morning, calling out what they say are dangerous power grabs by President Trump.
Fox 11's Gina Silva reports from downtown LA.
Thousands of people packed the streets of downtown LA.
Stop terrorizing our families!
To take part in a nationwide protest called No Kings, all aimed at pushing back against President Trump's policies and what they see as growing authoritarianism.
What's going on is a joke in Washington right now. The man is blatantly trying to take over our country. It's an authoritarian takeover.
After the scapegoating of the supposed bad guys, after stealing our money, our tax money for excuse my French, the next step is tyranny.
From the steps of City Hall, law enforcement kept a close eye on the crowd, watching for any signs of trouble. With every chant, every sign, people out here are hoping their messages get through.
I am a daughter of immigrants, and I'm proud of my parents and their sacrifice and what they did to give me a better life. And I know thousands of others just like me are here protesting and speaking up for their parents, and that's what I'm doing.
You know, if we're not speaking up, we're complicit, and we have to make our voices heard.
For many like Adam, seeing members of their community taken by ICE is exactly why they're out here protesting.
Seeing families being torn apart, it's not right. You know, it shouldn't be happening in this country. These people helped build this nation, and it's just, it hurts me inside to see it.
Stop the riots!
It's terrible. It's terrible. It really makes me feel sick. It's depressing. You know, it's, how can I put it? It's just something that shouldn't be happening at all.
Outside City Hall, this demonstration received a lot of attention. Russian activists with a bold message.
I am an activist from Russia. I spent 2 years in jail because I was there after a political criminal case for a peaceful protest, and it started to feel a lot like that.
It's very powerful. I'm kind of shaking inside because I fear that's what we're moving towards, and I'm born and raised here. I am the granddaughter of Mexican immigrants. I'm scared, but I won't be scared into silence.
Protesters say this is just the beginning. They promise to keep demonstrating until their voices are heard. Reporting from downtown LA, I'm Gina Silva, Fox 11 News.
And similar demonstrations took place nationwide today in cities like New York, Chicago, Atlanta, and Philadelphia.
Back here at home, we take you to Culver City today for more protests as well. You can see the crowds there took over an entire street there in Culver City. And now another vantage point of the No Kings protest, also Culver City there. About 1,000 people taken to the streets in that area.
And Fox 11's Stu Mandel was overhead in Sky Fox, and he gave us this report.
This is the street where we got
Guy
all the
Vance,
calls.
it's the No Kings Day, and we're not over downtown Los Angeles. We're over downtown Culver City. That's going to be Culver City Hall right there. You can see the crowds out here. Same protest, different location. Now this is going to be in the Culver City area. You can see this one taking over. This is going to be Culver Boulevard in the downtown Culver City area. Now the crowds may be a little less out here. The message is the same. They've got a big crowd, and they are basically taking over the street out here. Still very peaceful this afternoon, but you can see that this is another protest in Los Angeles, but this one in the Culver City area. I'm Stu and Skybox, sending it back to y'all.
There's a potential if things don't pick up later, I will say that it's like...
Join Mario Ramirez live at LAPD headquarters, where I believe he's with Chief McDonald. Mario?
That nothing's going down, but whatever their plan is...
Yeah, Gigi, that's right. Chief Jim McDonald joining me now to give us an update really on how this has all been playing out. Thanks for joining us here on such a busy night. Can you walk us through how this played out? We know there was large crowds here early in the afternoon, early in the morning, and it was peaceful, and things took a turn.
Yeah, it was. It's a real shame because the day started out very peaceful. We had about 30,000 people here expressing their feelings and exercising their First Amendment rights. Our job is to protect that, and we did that very well. And then about mid-afternoon or a little bit later, we started to see some of the folks come out, the agitators that come in. Many of them come in from out of town, very sophisticated as far as having two-way radios and strategies to be able to move the crowd around, divert police from one place to another. Well practiced in this kind of event, and things changed. Officers and deputies started taking rocks and bottles over here by the LA Mall, and at that point, when it became violent and endangered people in the environment, peaceful protesters and others who were there, officers declared an unlawful assembly. Gave sufficient time for everybody to leave, declared it a couple of times, and ultimately then had to deploy gas to be able to clear the street. That was effective along with some crowd management, crowd control techniques, and they were able to clear that area. And it's been kind of a cat and mouse game since then. Now we have curfew, so that's a tool that is very helpful to us. Anybody out who doesn't have a reason to be in the area between now 8 o'clock and 6 in the morning is subject to arrest, and they will be arrested if they're here causing trouble.
And we did see some of that activity. We saw fireworks being thrown, commercial-grade fireworks at officers, rocks and bottles, even some thrown from apartment buildings up above onto the ground. What's the threshold for the dispersal orders and making that call to clear people out?
You know, when it's clear that things become of sufficient magnitude that people are going to get hurt in the environment, either people who were there or officers who were there, then out of a responsible ability to be able to maintain public safety, we declare an unlawful assembly, and again we give people ample time to leave the area, make repeated dispersal orders, make sure everybody hears it, and then at that point they're subject to arrest.
And what's your message to the city as the curfew is now in place? We know some people are still out here on the streets, very few from what we've seen compared to even a little hour or two ago, a short time ago.
Yeah, the crowd has decreased. I'd say we have, the last estimate I heard was between 1,000 and 2,000 people still out, but splintered all over the downtown area. No major groups like we saw earlier in the day, and I think the curfew will take care of many of those folks moving out of the area. And so my ask is, this is our city. This is the most beautiful city, I believe, maybe one of them in the world. And we're better than that, to allow this kind of thing to happen here, to not police each other with our behavior, where we come and damage the downtown area in such a way where the eyes of the world are on us. And we have some great events coming our way in the next couple of years. Let's step it up and do the right thing. We all have a responsibility to live in a great community.
And Chief, earlier we saw National Guard troops, a few dozen walking past the crowds here. We didn't see them engaging, taking anyone into custody, not even really on the lines, the skirmish lines with police. What's that protocol like? Who handles what with the National Guard?
No, great question, and I've heard a lot of different accounts from different people on TV, but the reality is they have a mission separate from ours. The National Guard and the Marines then embedded together and their job is to protect federal employees, federal facilities, and federal functions, not to do what we do in the city of Los Angeles, which is to protect public safety in our communities. So two different missions, two different silos, if you will. We're not working with them on immigration enforcement in any way, and they're not working with us on crowd control in the city streets.
Now again, as that curfew went into place at 8 o'clock, we're getting closer to the 9 o'clock hour. What's the plan moving into tonight? How many officers are out here on the streets, and what are we looking for?
Yeah, there's a lot of officers out here on the streets. I wouldn't give a number, but that wouldn't be probably prudent, but our folks are out here deployed very heavily. We still have mutual aid resources with us, primarily the CHP and the LA County Sheriff's Department. We work very close together. We have a unified command where we have people from a whole variety of organizations, and they weigh in on whatever it is they can do to be helpful in taking care of business and making sure that the community is safe for everybody.
I know you're still collecting information. Any update on arrests that you've made so far today? I know there have been hundreds since this demonstration started over a week ago.
Yeah, much less today, and I don't have a final count on it, but we've seen a couple of days there where we had an
No, he spit on my face. It's just, I'm like a hypochondriac, guys. I'm like a hypochondriac, that's all.
People Molotov cocktails are being used. We've had commercial grade fireworks being shot at them, hit in the face with rocks and bottles, and they get treated medically.
You dance? No, it's cleaning my face. He spit on my face. It was by accident.
What?
He spit on my face by accident. So I was cleaning my face.
You have some germs phobia.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Advanced disease, bro.
I grew up in this organization. I spent 29 years here, my first trip, and then went to Long Beach PD for 5, was sheriff for 4, and consulting and working at USC at a think tank on public safety issues. And to be able to be back in the environment that meant so much to me, was so much a part of who I am, I feel blessed and honored.
And lastly, your message to the demonstrators who feel that maybe they're being pushed off the streets unjustly, they want to be out here, they're calling for free speech and say, they deserve to be out here. I know there's a curfew, but many of them feel that they're being pushed back up before they should be.
Yeah, no, curfew is not declared.
All right, we're on 5th Street, so we're going to make a right. Oh yeah, they're shining the light down right up here. Looks like they busted some windows to the right, or they just preemptively boarded up for today. Hard to tell.
If you guys have any questions back there on the desk for the chief here, we are standing by.
Mario, if you could please ask the chief, we had one of the organizers of the No Kings Los Angeles protest on just a short while ago, and he seemed to imply that it was the LAPD who escalated the violence. And we heard calls here at the station of officers taking frozen bottles, rocks, and bricks being thrown at them. Does he want to respond to that so we have some clarity?
Yeah, Gigi was saying earlier they had heard from one of the No Kings Day organizers here in downtown LA saying that it was the LAPD that initially agitated things with rubber bullets or tear gas. What's your response to that notion that the LAPD is pushing back ahead of time?
Yeah, absolutely not. We have so many people out here making sure that things go right. The restraint that I've seen shown is remarkable, really, when I see what our officers are subjected to on and on and on throughout the day, now over a week period of time. And so, we look very closely at that. We make sure we hold our officers to a high level of accountability. And I'm very comfortable that that is not the case. And I think anybody
going to end.
Every surface possible has got something on it.
Yeah, Christine Devine on the desk recalling the 1992 riots, and with these immigration raids moving forward, demonstrators say they're not stopping here. What are your concerns moving forward ahead with these demonstrations that are continuing to be planned?
Well, number one, that they remain peaceful. We're here to support anybody's right to demonstrate, to protest, and to express their First Amendment rights. That's what we do. For those who cross the line and try and hurt others, try and vandalize the environment or cause havoc, we're going to be able to identify them and hold them accountable for that. I'm fairly comfortable that now we'll start to see fewer and fewer people engaging in that activity and make it easier for us to be able to identify them and make arrests.
So if people are capturing things on video, they're posting it on social media, that they feel the officer in that shot might have done something that was not in policy, how does the chief of the department address that? If something is perceived as being not in policy?
Yeah, Christine's asking if someone does maybe videotape record any action between demonstrators and officers that might not follow protocol. How is that handled? Maybe body-worn camera footage. Is there a point where that will be shared at all?
Oh, no, absolutely. I mean, there's so many cameras in the environment a police officer operates in. When they're in the vehicles, they have digital in-car camera video. They have body-worn camera on their body. And then you go anywhere and there's cameras in the environment. And when there's an investigation to be done, we look for all of that video to be able to put the whole story together, either substantiate an allegation or refute it, and be able to move on from there. And so the level of accountability for police officers today, I would say, is unlike any other profession. I don't know of anyone else who wears body cameras in the course and scope of their duty.
And one more question, if I may, if the chief will allow. People from around the nation, around the world are watching this. I think probably, Mario, you've had people text you and say, are you okay? How's it going? What would the chief say about what's happening in Los Angeles? When I have relatives who write that call me, how are the riots? What would the chief say about his view of what's happening? What would he say to the nation?
Yeah, your view to the nation on what's happening, considering people from all over the country, all over the world might be watching this and checking in on people who live here, wondering exactly what's going on. How would you describe what's playing out?
It's very localized. I think the way it's portrayed in many media outlets, LA is upside down. It's on fire. It's chaotic. It's, I would say, all of this activity that has been portrayed over the past week, it is occurring within 1 square mile. The city's 500 square miles, and we're getting a handle on this and taking appropriate action. So I would say, come out and see. This is the most beautiful city in the world. We have so much to offer here, and what you're seeing is not descriptive of what LA truly is.
While you have the chief there, before okay, you're letting him go? May I ask one more question?
You have a National Guard
President Trump
Army that just showed up and checked these guys out.
Guard. There are Marines in town.
But nothing happened down here, huh?
What the hell, bro? What is his response at this hour on this night to the president, who says that we need the National Guard here, or LA will be burning?
Yeah, Trump has said that he sent the National Guard here for good reason, otherwise the city would be burning.
Drop me off right there at the
here as well.
that Denny's. That's like perfect. That's where I'm going.
President Trump, as he continues to
Are you good Denny's, or you want to go somewhere else?
the military forces.
You just drop me off over here.
All right, but it would be to the public.
Drop me off at Chevron.
You got it. And the Marines that have joined them.
Yeah, it's like $7.89. I was there the other night when that van was doing donuts trying to run us over, dude.
I was there too.
Everyone
was saying, he's got a gun, he's got a gun.
Yeah, they
shots fired, I ducked.
Our mission is to protect
I was letting you know he was coming back.
Yeah.
Where you were. You were 1 block away, oblivious that he was coming right back.
Oh no, I heard that when they were like, he's coming back. I fucking took cover of him.
I was watching him on the news chopper, following him around.
Well, you see incidents.
And then he took off down the road backwards.
What appear to be horrendous disorder.
Are you guys both still alive?
It is very localized, and we are moving
No.
where we can to be able to arrest the people who are doing those acts. And again, the message to those who've done things here, we're coming for you. The investigation is not over. We will follow up and hold people accountable beyond what they believe will happen.
All right, I'm done. Thank you, Mario.
And thank you, Chief, LAPD Chief Jim McDonald and Mario Ramirez joining us live from downtown Los Angeles. You are looking live at a much different scene. This is on
the next grade and shit.
Yeah.
Bakersfield is like 60 cents a tier.
And then if you use credit, I think you're at 8. And that's cash.
That's the cash price?
Yeah,
that's
cash. Yeah.
Dude,
So if
imagine.
you use credit, you're in the 8s.
Look at those gas prices. Can you see those? $7.89, $7.95, $7.99. $8 a gallon.
Cops have to get let out too. They're on the back seat.
We can't roll code 3, but we can roll code 2, or we can roll code 3. But these are the lights. Woo, woo! The lights are there and the sirens. Woo, 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 woo! That's code 3.
It's code 2 heavy.
All right, let me know you out.
All right, I'll see you.
I'll hit you up on Instagram if I don't see you.
Yeah. I'll probably just drive around a little bit, see if we get something. Scott Lane.
Good? You got everything?
You're an angel.
Sweet. Yep, yep.
You're my hero, man.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. All right, man. Be safe.
Later, dude.
I'll see you around. You guys want to keep it going? I mean, I don't care, dude. We got 6,000 viewers viewing nothing. YouTube's paying me on the ads, bro. I'm getting paid by the hour, bro. There's gonna be, oh, actually, I don't have to. It's not gonna take no time. I just need to get my car. Not here anymore. Shout out to Mr. Yu, the parking attendant here, dude. Mr. Yu! I slide that dude an extra 20 so it keeps my Bentley in the front. I don't even, it's hard to transition from walking around to driving around. Hey, shout out to Scott, man. Subscribe to his channel. I'll put the link right now once I start driving. Chasing Reality on OSTV. He was live yesterday, and he's gonna be live. He doesn't. I think he just doesn't always live stream because he's a stringer, commands man, and and there's competition, so they don't like to be live so the competition can see what stories they're at and what they shot for the night. I'm good. Driving around for me, that's easy, bro. All this walking around is the hard part. This. you need to use the restroom. The world is your toilet. The whole world is a toilet.
For Idaho 30, we are up and with you down in spot.
Idaho 30, repeat.
Oh yeah, I heard about all that Israel stuff, dude. I mean, that shit's scarier than this stuff.
With the slammer van, California Hill, the second in Los Angeles.
Second in Los Angeles? Can we get to second in Los Angeles? Let's see. Oh, they're going in deep. Check these guys out. Bro, the cops be fucking loving this shit, bro. To them, it's just like bank, making money. Making so much money, they get to ride around on the, hang off the truck. Like a badass. Back in elementary. Everybody getting new jet skis.
Correction 14 FP30, Roger.
The area is 3002 1557.
High traffic, Alma, 7th, code 2 and 729.
Are they going to...
Other traffic units, your traffic collision at 6445 Fulton Avenue is now an ambulance traffic DUI involved. Now call 3 incident 2962 RD 929.
Malik, come in.
One William 840, go.
1 William 840, landline to CP. Advice 870 to also landline to CP.
I'm already code 6 here, ma'am.
What do you mean? Shots fired heard only in the area of 10910 Morrison Street, 1710 gunshots heard. Possibly coming from the complex west of the location. It's code 2 and 10003, RD 1557. Oh yeah, 2225, code 3 from Central Station to 5333 Zoo Drive.
Can I get an additional unit? It's not vision.
Have you guys heard of any other places that are active right now?
Morrison. It's going to be just single tower in the phone.
Shit, I can't even go through it.
That's what it says now.
Have you guys heard of any other places that are active?
Are you clear?
Those donuts is not
1 21.
Roger.
What?
Correction, 1 George 22, Roger.
Alright, we can't go through.
135, respond code 3 to 5333 Zoo Drive. Oh yes, 935, respond code 3 from Central Station to 5333 Zoo Drive. 876, 6876, are you clear?
Portland. We're just gonna see what's happening here, dude. We'll follow the helicopter. We're going to LA in second. We're gonna have to go around. Let's see if we can get in on Alameda. If not, we gotta. Let's see if we can go around the backside. Santa Ana, Portland. What's happening in Santa Ana? We can get there in like 40 minutes. I think, I don't know. I know that there was a lot of No Kings protests everywhere, smaller ones. Honestly, I didn't even think this was gonna happen because when I passed by and I seen it, and I seen the crowd and how chill it was, and that they started early.
Your shift is
I thought these were gonna be at night. Once I heard that they started early, pretty much in the morning, I was like, oh,
Yes, we're very slowly.
they shouldn't get out of hand.
40 north from this. Accompanied by about 6 vehicles.
So there's only like a group of 40.
Roger, we're going to be going westbound 3rd from Los Angeles. I don't want to run right into them.
There was thousands upon
Roger,
thousands.
we're westbound 3rd from
And I think when
Los Angeles right now.
they wanted to break up the crowd there, when they first started shooting the tear gas,
Roger, thank you.
they just whatever. Someone threw something at them, and they let off all that tear gas and broke up the crowd, separated them.
We're away from the crowd. They're like two blocks north.
I think they just wanted to like kind of shut it down before nighttime. Trust me, man. There's looters on standby, bro. There's the looter kids they're on standby.
Roger.
And they're just waiting for giant crowds, you know? At night, especially.
Declaration of unlawful assembly meeting.
Like, this shit is like... It's organized where they have the date and time and stuff. Someone organizes it, but... After that, each person that's out here, dude, everyone's on their own. They have their own agenda, you know? Whether they're protesters, or they're fucking agitators, or they're looters, or... Everyone's on their own shit. There's communists out here, bro. There's a group of communists that always come out to these.
There's your bus stand by. We're gonna get whistles first to move up. Okay.
There's all kinds of different individuals out here.
Call 100 to Paul 710, come up. I'll be there. Yep.
Did someone get shot?
Major. Yeah, that's
With
why
the
I would be guided
with
by
the
the area
real ammo? No.
70.
They got shot. Oh shit, the hats are in the ground. Oh no. Snatching happening. Thank you, Benzino the Plug, with the raid over on Twitch.
They might be letting them go, bro.
What was that?
I'm just showing Blue Lives Matter. I ain't got no problem.
Maybe policía.
Jason. Butt stuff. Thank you, Jay, for the very generous Cash App. I do appreciate you. Thank you for using Cash App. Butt stuff. What does that mean?
Assisted, stay a mile out of this fucking space. Because we're trying to protect people.
I think you're more focused on me rather than like your
I'll go back there when I feel like it. I'm trying to keep you guys out of this.
Thank you for the input.
Thank you. You can let him go. Representing the Portland Police Bureau.
Yes.
Yes. So you guys have been harassing us for decades.
I wasn't a part of the organization back then. I think if you're going to go back, and I think you've changed. I think the organization's changed, don't you?
How? To get the fuck out of here.
Why is she wearing your gas mask? And trying to talk through it.
You're coming towards me. I am here because I'm just trying to get you out of here.
Hey, Skinny. Hey, 762.
Rock K9 super chatted $19.99. Thanks, Andy. Love your streams.
Thank you, Rock K9. I'm glad you do. Cheers. Good idea, Off. with the very generous Cash App. Hemorrhoid cream for the butt stuff. What? What the hell is hemorrhoid cream? Thank you very much.
You can't wear a white shirt and be community and also be a fashion.
You live here.
I would really like it if all of you were like way over there. Can you go?
You guys have no right to ride inside, no right to leave.
We were literally chilling here, and then this started to happen. We purposely didn't come for the protest.
No, we're not going to get boxed
but
in.
We are here.
No, they're not boxing us in.
Show support.
That's Spokane.
We're having a picnic.
We were, yeah. Where's the kids? There's no kids here.
We were literally having a picnic.
Is 33 Spokane?
Girls trucks, get out of here. Get out of here. Go sit on your couch and eat potato chips.
Then she leaves. Fucking.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have witching hour, yo. I'm telling y'all right now. Hey, what up, brother? How you doing? I don't think there's gonna be witching hour, yo.
Set up. Spokane, Washington.
I was Spokane. I was right. You can tell by her voice.
Tan, get out of here.
The hell?
I think your girl's watching, bro. She's like, he's out there in uniform. Show him. I don't know if it was you or something.
Get closer right now. We were at the front and everybody keeps talking to the front.
Millie. Carry on. Get out of here. I don't care about the viewers.
That's right, of course, man. I'm smarter than that. The hot dog's on the roller right now. It's rolling.
Traffic is blocked by a pop-up. There's no fucking traffic. There hasn't been traffic on this street in like an hour. Fuck you.
They are very aggressive today. Very aggressive.
Thank you for the gift, Jer Bear, but it's not necessary.
Have they announced curfew? They haven't said anything about curfew.
It is 9:30.
Get out of the road. Which we did. Everybody did. Oh, there was glass on it. Have everybody get on the street. They did. Told them to get on the sidewalk. And then,
That's what we're owed to the Constitution. Pero desgraciadamente sí hubo, desafortunadamente sí hubo una persona
Car drove
muy
through the
lastimada.
protesters here on Riverside. Is
Le
that
pasó
what happened?
las llantas encima a una persona y a los demás los aventó a varias personas. Aventó a
I think a
varias
car just
personas.
drove through Riverside, folks.
Desafortunadamente sí estuvo muy mal. Sí, fue
Well,
emergencia, ya la
motivation.
levantaron los paramédicos.
Thank you very much.
Por respeto a esa persona y a su familia, no tomé video, por supuesto, pero eso no se vale. Simplemente no se vale.
Yeah, I think someone
Fue
ran
en
through
Riverside,
it with a
California,
car and hit somebody
downtown.
in Riverside. All right, Elian, see you later.
I forgot.
You tell him, Portland Train Horn.
Ryan super chatted $5. About to take a shot of tequila. Cheers, Andy in chat.
Cheers.
Now, why would you want that?
Gotta get it right.
Ricky Bamber super chatted $5.
Motivation. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Ricky.
I did. Huh? I got 60 followers. Look.
Yeah, but then you're gonna have a hella people talking shit.
Just gonna escalate everything. There is no reason to bring any of that out.
Missed it, dang it. See you. Where'd you go? Get them all eventually.
Tim King super chatted $5. We have a Tom King. We have a Tim King. And now we have a Andy King. Welcome to the club, my man.
No,
Thank you, Tim.
Pepper ball guns, and then they're 40mm rounds.
That's hilarious. Thank you, Tim.
Screen record, you guys. Screen record.
We will, we will, we will. I missed that dang old flight twice.
You guys know if you walk to that intersection with all that shit, it's just gonna escalate everything.
Pero eso fue intento de homicidio. No hay más.
Chewing tobacco spittoon. Like a fucking used condom. Bitch, you ain't a man. These kids are like calling you a fascist. I seen fascist. You're a fat, pudgy Uncle Tom where your wife begging for that $8. That's all you're worth. You sold your soul like a fat midget.
Dabs today, I don't know, about almost a gram, like about a half a gram, 2/3 of a gram. That's right, Pops Mod, 72K,
G.I.
baby.
Jojo super chatted $10. Thank you for the coverage.
Thank you, G Jojo, for the 10 with the motivation, baby, and you're very welcome. Well, that beer is empty. We need a new beer.
Persona que fue herida por esta persona.
I'll put the two tempes next to each other so they make sense.
Discúlpenme, pero no tengo palabras
So it goes, Andy, yes, sometimes.
para explicar qué se siente ver un acto de esos.
And they're about to bring out everybody.
That's right, Mojo.
They're all, yeah, they're probably, they maybe are. I see from here
I
they
see
may be,
Seattle, but I don't see nothing really going on.
they may be open. What's up, bro? Shit. People behaving. You see all these cops, you know they're gonna behave. They got a lot of them, bro.
What's
I
the
get
area
Berry
code
White.
303, Chad?
Yeah, when I want a low-calorie cheese, when I get the Berry White.
Denver? Okay, thank you.
Holy shit, Vic, he's trying to roll blunt. Homie's just trying to roll blood.
The wrong way, sorry.
You go home! Fuck the police!
Ricky Bamber super chatted $10. Meant to say, only have 3 brain cells left. Thanks for showing all the commies running wild. Be careful of those chubby chicks.
Thank you for the motivation, baby. I appreciate you, Ricky.
I know.
Which screen is Portland? The one that says Portland. On the far left.
For real, he said, I'm good on white. My life is loving that.
That shit's so good. I can't believe we caught that.
Hey, I'm police, but I haven't said shit to them. I'm here just for you guys, so you guys see what's going on. So at this point, they're on Colfax and Logan, holding down the fort. Yeah, I'm good. I like to think that I'm quick on my feet. Shit. But they're all right here. The protesters already gone. They're not gone, arrested. I'm good. Fuck no. Run over there. Fuck no. To both of them. Fuck no. Cameron died there. That don't mean he don't get arrested. Yeah, I do have a number that they said that they'll bond out though. But I ain't trying to fuck with that. Look guys, I'm behind the scenes, okay? Thank you for the roses, baby. If y'all don't like behind the scenes, go somewhere else. But fuck it, okay? Alright, let's see. More cops and more cops. See all the protesters, none. Damn. We got 3. I think I need to go somewhere else.
Is they arrested? Oh yeah, they was.
Excuse me.
You.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Oh look, on the other side. Hopefully I don't break this shit. Negative. All the way around. Excuse me.
You can have this one, bro.
He said, yo. You stuck in there?
Sketchy. Sketchy.
What's going on? Something's about to pop off. They got a whole shield of cardboard. Not cardboard, just wood.
They got the leaf blowers out. If that's on your bingo card, mark it. The leaf blowers are out. The leaf blowers are out. got no more room, bro. I see your LA post though.
PPD's on its way. Back up.
Where'd you go?
South
Oh shit,
waterfront.
Denver. Oh shit! It's the police!
Nah. Hey, we're going around. Let's go.
He's running.
Oh shit.
He's tired. But we're still kind of going.
Inquiring Minds super chatted $10.
Motivation! Thank
Hey,
you,
did y'all
Inquiring
screen
Minds,
record
for your
that?
generosity. Salute.
Did y'all screen record that? Bet that. Yo, make sure to post that shit everywhere.
Thank you, Gone Goat. I do appreciate that. Thank you for using Stream Elements. I appreciate you. Let me see what it said. Oh shit, the green gas, boys. Happy King Kong Day, Andy. Buy some Burger King. I will. I haven't had Burger King forever. I will. Did someone get down in Denver? I think someone's down in Denver too. The medic's helping somebody in Denver, it looks like.
TX Runner 1 super chatted $10.
Doesn't even know how to use his own fucking weapon. That like revolver grenade launcher that he has, it's
Thank you.
Grenade launcher? You mean the 40 mic mic? It's not a grenade launcher. yeah, McDougal. It launches grenades, launches everything. It's a multi-purpose unit. I think a grenade launcher only shoots grenades, right?
McShreddy super chatted $5. Cash's FBI needs to start arresting some of these commies.
FBI coming through. Thanks for the motivation, McShreddy. My hot dog smells good. It launches grenade launchers. It's a grenade launcher. No, that's the ICE building in Portland. I don't know, we call it a 40 mic where I'm from. Crenshaw Mafia.
Rafa super chatted $5. Here's some real motivation on Deadnam since 2016.
On Dead Gang, baby, let's go. Rafa with the motivation. Thank you, Rafa.
Police Department's about to pull up to make an arrest. So stay tuned. Please screen record. Please screen record.
Seattle looks pretty quiet to me.
Go back to DC, you fucking child abuser.
Hey, Peaceful. Wooden spike rounds. What the heck? Tim with the very generous cash app for the Saturday stream action. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. And thank you for using cash app. Whoa. That is due. That is due. I see.
our chat. I'm missing the chat because I'm just watching everything that's going on. Is it lagging? All right, I'll reset right now if it is.
No,
All
it's
these
fine. Leave it
people,
alone.
bro.
Keeping water from the people? You fucking kidding me? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. You know you're fucking wrong when you're taking water from people. Fascist pigs. He wouldn't do the same for you. We're moving. We're moving. We're moving. United! Will never be divided. The people united will never be divided. Fuck Trump, fuck the cops, fuck the will never be divided. The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be
Go here.
divided. The people united will never be divided.
Hey, brother, what's up? All right, Evil Pie is open. Gotcha. Oh, here they come, you guys. What the hell? They boarded this spot up, bro. They really boarded it up.
CHRISCRUMBS super chatted $4.99. Oink it up.
Not right now, Chris, but thank you.
CRYLID Crisis super chatted $5. Pluto face with rolling eyes rolling on the floor laughing.
No eyes. Thank you, Krylid. Celebrate good times. Come on.
Driver, man, dude, he's about to get snatched up, bro.
Thank you. Hold on, I'm doing something right now. All right, cool, we're good.
K super chatted $5. Time for the oink oink. Happy birthday, Andy.
Thank you for that. And thank you for that birthday wishes. It's not piggy time. Thank you.
these scooters. I wish I could afford it. I wish I could afford one of these scooters.
Am I in your shop?
No, I'm
not in your shop. Move.
No, you not. You like around? I'm going around your head.
Okay. Let me know I'll move if you need to.
That's two if you fell asleep. All right, C4, I see you.
Yeah.
All right, Greystone, CM.
Oh, wait.
On 24. Good morning.
Sorry. So yeah, my main goal in
Cool,
life
all
is
right.
to start something like a news network, you know?
Okay.
So yeah, my main goal in life is to start something like a news network, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
Inquiring Minds super chatted
Looking for
$10.
nub
Bad
and
boys,
not
bad
a
boys,
one
what you gonna do?
place. Looking for nub. You know what you're gonna do when they come for you. Thank you, Inquiring Minds. Thanks for the motivation.
Maisie H. Hibiscus super chatted $19.99. Hey Andy and chat. Thanks for waiting up for me, growing
always,
heart, two
always
hearts,
wait for
two
you,
hearts.
Macy. Thank you for the 20 bomber. Thank you, Macy. Good morning. Shout out Virginia Beach.
Wob 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 wob.
Thank you, Bois. Chris K in the house. The Bois in the hood, see.
Michael Newman super chatted $5. Come on people, over 3,000 in chat and only 1,500 thumbs up. Let's go, crank it up, give Andy some love.
Crank it up, baby. Thank you, thank you. Once again. Appreciate you, Michael. What are you doing in Seattle? Well, Bill, that's an ice building in Portland. my Long Beach stream at? Never put it up?
Put it on one of the Annie.
Correct. Be right back. Once again.
Anybody want some free candy? I just remember I bought candy to give out. We got these joyrides. Because it's joyride day. We got joyride. You want some joyrides?
You pull what off we can do? Thanks for the clips, boys.
Oh, look, we almost had 100 likes. Let's go. All right, like,
We'll pick it up. Everybody's pretty much on the same page. Basically, one of
Yeah. Put some more of those fireworks. Put some more of those fireworks. Hey, somebody bring some more of those. Come on. I know you got some more. What do you like? 10 more boxes of those. I got like 10 more of those. Bring like 10 more of those.
We do remember the murder holes. Hell yeah. How can we forget the murder holes?
Now pull up. East LA. Water Boulevard.
East LA?
People everywhere.
And a fire in Seattle? I'll put the two Portland ones together. There we go.
Chad Constable super chatted $5. Appreciate the time you put in for us, Andy. Are you still smoking meat on that char grill kettle?
Yeah, we made some steak the other day.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Portland, Andy. Thank you very much, Portland, Andy. These are all great people.
Take
Job 49 super chatted $5. I am here. I need the piggy song.
Oh my God! You guys and your damn piggy song.
Oink oink. Oink 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 oink. I'm the best piggy.
Oink 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 oink.
Best piggy in the town. Oink 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 oink. Piggy piggy. Oink 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 oink. I'm a pig. Oink 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 oink. I'm the best piggy. Oink 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 oink. Best piggy in the town. Oink 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 oink. Piggy piggy.
Oink 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 oink.
I'm a pig. Can I get piggies in the chat? Piggies in the chat. I'm the best piggy. Piggy in the chat. Can I get some oink oink oink? Oink oink mother truckers. Oink oink.
Oink oink.
Thank you very much to Portland, Andy.
I know we do. I know, Amy. Thank you.
Piggy, piggy.
Oink 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 oink.
I'm a pig. Oink 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 oink. I'm the best piggy. Oink 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 oink. Best piggy in the town. Oink 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 oink. Piggy, piggy. Oink 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 oink. I'm a pig.
Job 49 super chatted $10. Thank you, Andy. Love to you, Brownie and chat.
Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you, Job. I gave you the jerk. Gotta keep it the face. Thank you, Chris.
Portland, Andy. Thank you very much, Portland, Andy. These are all great people.
It's Seattle. Eric's in Seattle.
Next block!
He's one of our viewers and donators. Good guy, Eric.
Where are we going? Okay. Are you guys leaving? Let's go. I'm going with you.
Reduce the ads. I don't control the ads.
What's up?
Right in the middle between Alameda and Santa Fe, possibly near 165 and 4 East Alamo. 66 clear.
72 negative. If you can touch me on the radio when you're clear.
Bye.
GPS engine heading 119th and Avalon, 119th and Avalon, possibly used between Avalon and San Pedro. Unknown suspect, 5 PRs, brother. Victim, female, black, 22 years. Code 3 incident 3173, now 1863.
25896 Western Avenue. Incident 3152, RD 0531. 77-400 Tom, at 20,002 is actually shooting now at 20,001. They requested fire. They also smell fire. I'll try to ascertain with them.
Roger, Tom, we got it. We'll be around.
16881, 16881, are you clear? 2833, cancel incident 3135, 2845, we'll handle.
Yeah, 33, show us the road check call. 20, we'll be NCL for Resista. You can all units
2835, what is your starting location? 420, you can Resista, all units 98.
Watts in Santa Ana South.
It's 18835 is responding code 3 from Watts and Santa Ana to 100.
All right, guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. This is Starship Adventures, and we're along for the ride tonight. Hanging in there. Stay with us.
Code 6. Roger.
Code 2 and San 3169, RD 1377.
97, Roger. Station. Pure call back by suspect vehicles, orange red SUVs, possibly circling the location. Additional incident 3145.
Code 2 and 317, 695.
Send Northeast unit, Ammon's battery. 1564 Avalon Street.
82, 420. Fortunately, it's my only clear unit. You can respond to this 1125 as an alternate. Please stop on 5 southbound 710 for white base over on the right shoulder.
82, 420, we copy, we'll be around.
Thank you.
You're welcome, guys. It's all for you guys. We love doing it, man. We love doing it.
I copy here at the gas station. Still on the party. We'll give them a 1021. 2833, Roger. There's 239 at the callback.
This is going to be a gunshot wound.
All units code 4, 111th in Hoover. No evidence of shooting. Three questions on traffic, units ambulance traffic, 6109 Crenshaw, 6109 Crenshaw, Sudbury into 3189, or you 1241?
0 Santa Cruz, the head traffic got there, but heavy from the 7. Engine 163, you copy our traffic?
Southeast Station. 77 to 10.
Route circle 3 call, 119th and Avalon. We're having MDC issues. Can you
77 to 10, RP is advising that she's next to the air machine. She's going to try looking for you right now. Unit 35 en route to 119th and Avalon. Incident occurred 30 minutes ago on 119th, possibly between Avalon and San Pedro. Unknown suspect. Stabbed the Pierre's brother. There's no further.
7770 Tom. Ariel BPOA 98.
7770 Tom, I'll show you 19. 35 to 6119 then Avalon standby. Or you go 10 for 10 for request. Supervisor to identify.
Northbound 405 south of Carson, no fire.
77 to 10, I copy that. So you're rest of the Florence and Broadway. She's next to the air machine.
Roger. Copy, thanks, man.
Response for 3 from 79 Figueroa to 6109 Fresno Boulevard.
Clean ETA care. Looks like a unit may have gone to the wrong address.
Standby.
67 George 1, go ahead.
Washington Chief Gauge near the McDonald's. Over the Millennium 4050 dark complexion, all black clothing. On with a crowbar, attempting to get entry to a black sedan parked location. Code 2 incident 3195 3511.
non-coded file, 9341.
245 Longbury Avenue, room 206B, code 3195 Traffic unit N19843, 1943 in Foothill, traffic collision, 10452, Alabama Avenue, code 2 incident 3168, NRD
3X21, 3X21, battery suspect 600 West, 43rd place, code 2 incident 3188, 3398.
On with a crowbar, attempting to get entry to a black sedan parked location. Code 2 incident 3195 3511. Across the 12320 West Beacon Boulevard. Ambulance heading investigation.
Alright, coin 427, receiving non-injury, cancel squad, cancel ambulance.
First squad 1 spot, cancel. Text 206. 59s, injury ALS 122, 6 ALS 158, suspect 21, crest on Manhattan.
1269, are you clear?
Blue shirt, gray shorts, standing in the middle of the street, disoriented. Was previously lying down, info no longer there, tech 164.
7 West Depot Boulevard, no sign of all units code 4, 7th and St. Julian, suspect delay.
65, William Channel 61 Tom 1 the assist, 48 just occurred.
Information on a missing juvenile missing from 312 East Fulton Avenue, subject is Catherine Torres, female Hispanic, black of brown, 5'6", 156 pounds, date of birth is 7/12/2007. Last seen wearing a pink sweater and blue jeans, mental condition is good. Subject was last seen on 6/12/2025 at 12:20 hours. The information contact Southeast Juvenile Detective, incident 3196.
Also get 11550. If he's in the middle of traffic, and running got hit by several vehicles, check 1-4.
Silver and gold Toyota Tundra with ladders on top. Suspect is Pierre's ex-husband, male Hispanic, 65 years old. No weapons involved. In square 2, incident 3199.
Not available, you can give us that next run.
Schoolcraft Street.
And then 27, cancel.
3197 or D2148. Monitors comments for additional. For the comments to the
Pleasure 401 advising you. Definite code 4 where the 27 is. No one in distress. It's code 4 Westward Beach. Code 4.
When complaining about the fire being started.
DUI traffic and DUI traffic. Canelo Boulevard. Suspect vehicles look great. Photo crossover license 9 Edward King Paul 631. 9 Edward King Paul 631. Driver the male white with a black shirt. Minor comments for additional. Code 2 to 3203 to 2187.
Information only. Transfer temperature.
Veronica 6 Charles, traffic and information on a missing juvenile missing from 312 East Colton Avenue. Subject is Catherine Torres, female Hispanic, black over brown, 5'6", 156 pounds, date of birth 7/12/2007. Last seen wearing a pink sweater and blue jeans, mental condition is good. Subject was last seen on 6/12/2025 at 12:20 hours. Information Southeast Juvenile Detectives, incident 3196.
Traffic and DUI traffic. Canelo Boulevard. Suspect vehicles look great. Photo crossover license 9 Edward King Paul 631. 9 Edward King Paul 631. Driver the male white with a black shirt. Minor comments for additional.
Suspect last seen on foot northbound on Glen.
1087. 77 to 10, 97 at Florence and Broadway at the 7 gas station.
And we're doing a black shirt.
Escort now.
Blue jeans and a black.
Did you know when I copy 98? You feel road to escort.
East Coast 6 people in
Suspect
Wesley.
is armed with a approximately knife. Property taken is going to be a wallet with approximately $150 in different denominations. KMA.
CNA 11 Roger.
Information for you. Trinity 152 at northbound 710 at the 105 for White Chevrolet Tahoe at 928 in the setting setting. 7 through copy.
dark away, contact later.
8263, you want this is 420.
Jump over the fence and attempt to open front door of new townhouse. When alarm went off, yeah, lost visual. It's code 23208, RD 638.
Fortune 8670 West LA unit to connect on this current call.
Code 4, traffic unit 10-21, 7100, West Santa Monica Boulevard.
Highlight to contact the victim.
8095, there's no Patreon 35 Roger.
22, did you have
You
traffic?
should go for it this time, that was some trouble.
697869, cancel your response as well. 4444 Van Nuys Boulevard in the in and out. And
Copy 2 p.m. has no traffic. 2 early. Did you have traffic?
Station 116. 3210 RD985.
10-4, 21 Sam, did you have traffic ready? Your code 6, 21 Sam?
7869, did you receive?
Copy, any other equal unit with traffic?
1441. Pacific Code 66109, Crenshaw Boulevard. Department 24057, Schoolcraft Street, Code 2, incident 3195.
5825, cancel. Western and Pacific, call on Western and Pacific, 5815 will handle. All units code 4, 119th and Avalon, no evidence of trouble.
New townhouse. When alarm went off, yeah, lost visual. It's code 23208, RD 638.
International racing vehicles 4444 Van Nuys Boulevard in the in and out and shopping center parking lot. Crowd of approximately 200 and unnumbered vehicles at the location of 32 incident 210
Code 4, Craftsman and Echo Park, transfer COA. And Troy, before I call, is it related to that GSV? Is
These
there a
units to
gunshot
handle
wound
is
or no?
timed out.
Squad 21 cancel.
Tell these units to handle a timed out attack investigation, 7600 South Broadway incident. Code 2 incident 3145, RD 1268. Identify.
I copy. What's the transfer? I copy that 1021 504 South Trevon Avenue.
Let me know. 85 Roger.
We're working frequency.
Yeah, truck 12, we're getting that gate open right now. You want both of us going up that road?
Roger.
TNX 41 and TNX 12.
Both you guys go that way right now.
Temper on semi-preferred, I was calling in semi-preferred.
825 is in foot pursuit. With DUI driver, 91 west of Western, male suspect is male black, wearing a white shirt, black pants.
Looks like you guys will be able to get it. If you can, water supply. With a wagon that'd be great. We're making our way down there now. No hydrants on this access road.
First one updated for Atlantic is 54.
Division unit, possible value
It's 04, number 9 Hills,
partner mouse 935 resort order.
37,400 Tom for County Fire. They're advising the Volkswagen exited at Carson. They'll be Symphony Green at 76 gas station.
Individuals
We have approximately quarter acre.
37 corner, Tom Cutler 233.
With very minor wind.
Yeah, 77,420. Can you give the radio
233, 233, once the individual secured, contact stop traffic.
We're going to hold the assignment, notify CHP.
3223 and RE 322. Correction 332, summer traffic.
Ambulance cutting at Valley Grove area. 15107 Van Allen Street, code 2. Incident 3147, RD 914.
Division Zulu.
Air 10 Rogers. 12 copy. 28, 29, 21, 8, 29, cancel your response.
Zulu and for other information, I believe the street file is Monterey. Unit for the code 3 call, identify.
That location, there's an open fence leading to the freeway.
Pump in unit for
Kenny, are you going to find out what the agency for authorization of the group was done? 12320 Boulevard. Therefore, and respond upstairs. Clean 31.
73 with that code 3 from Homeland. That's the street traffic in Hillcrest. So that's what's going to get any kids to the unit or something, 501 at 70.
451 is ready to come in the area for that hard effort. And step to your hip.
Black t-shirt,
World Flag.
ATUS, both ready to come in the area.
27, go ahead.
Engine 27, 439, cancel for sure. Center divider, vehicle still moving, unable, another 50 related to log number 2493, that's 20,001. Nothing further at the moment, AMA 801 at 2231.
Roger, thank you, man.
27 for 100,
Come up on 12.
Go 7 suspects versus 1. Suspect vehicle, white box dog. Not seen on 14th Street towards Olympic.
Concur with the side.
Looks like black
visuals going into
no further description. Suspect is on the orange tag. Somebody taken the wallet with currency of different denominations.
That was code 6 on that call.
Usual code 4 on party of G45 that occurred approximately 20 minutes ago at 5900 Atlantic Boulevard in the city of Maywood. There's one suspect last seen running eastbound on Blossom Avenue and out of view. NFD 8, 220 pounds, bald with tattoos on his head and tan skin. NFD. I communicated with them twice and I got no response, so we're going to go up to the top to Monterey and report.
You have traffic for
7047 is responding to
Stabbing.
device.
Victim suffered from multiple stab wounds. NFD.
Melrose and Orlando.
If there are no questions for ESLA 22 PMs, you can go ahead and drop the patch. ESLA 22 PMs. 10 West 98th Street.
77 to 10. I'll show you about to follow up. The 1020 of 1410 West 19th Street. Requesting calls for service. 7720 combat. 1020 is clear, sir. No call for Ellie.
Sentry's been closed out.
Open intersection, blocking all traffic. Did you guys get any calls?
Air 22, I copy. You have about 100 protesters in the area blocking the intersection. We do have some working or trying to get started.
5005 Venice Boulevard. 5005 Venice Boulevard. Two car with the suspect, son, male black, 16 years. No shirt, black basketball shorts.
Do it for all in the last.
Both on the door to location. Popular personal car.
ATUS for Air 22 was advised. Selden and Whittier, they have 100 protesters blocking the intersection.
Yes, traffic, and they're shooting off fireworks.
Yeah, advised. Suspect at Rachel Southern House closest to the alleyway near 4200 block of Hillcrest. Additional incident 3223.
Do it for that stuff, and we have knowledge of it. We're getting together with that right now to figure things out. Thank you.
Hey, engine 12, just shut it down real quick. Let me extend your line. Engine 12, copy. 12 Alpha from my IC.
Liquid 132, David, you have handle 132, boy with the assist. 602 now. 14, 14, head up street.
South Pass
Male black with the blanket over his head walking onto the property under construction and is walking around. Tag is 283.
From Battalion 2 at the intersection of the 60.
Thanks for the subs, everyone. I really appreciate it. It really helps here at the channel. Thank you very much.
6076, standby.
12, go. Yeah, truck 12, might see.
I'm seeing coming off of 60th.
18 Boy 44, 18 Boy 44, come in.
Yeah, engine 5, engine 55 from IC. You're going to tie in with engine 12. Engine 12 is on the alpha flank.
Boy 44.
Tie in with engine 12.
2414.
Boy 44, what's your status?
How's the hardwood? Boy 44, you can show us out to Southeast Station.
Responding 77, negative call service for South Alicia.
Yeah, on the top it looks like we have some high voltage wires.
Boy, can tell me something.
Copy. South engine 81, you copy high voltage, headed up to the Monterey. I see engine 47 at Monterey and 60th. Do you want us to go up top or come down below?
7720, call 97 at 12504 South River Avenue. Confirm your status when you
Holding it timed out. Right now, since we don't have any water, we're going to get a side up right now.
2047, Schoolcraft 3, code 2,
416, go for it.
still there, all for a missing subject.
Roger, I think you go to intersection Hardison, and what was the intersection?
Central Signal, Sonic Mid-20, Terra Plane, Tailwind, Dark Color Cooling. For big signal, Sonic Mid-20, Terra in a bun. Code 2 and 3240, RD 566.
Go ahead and start me a squad and ambulance.
Toy 883, come in.
Copy. And then 18
Go ahead.
Go for 18.
Toy 3, are you still around to the backup for cell traffic at 91st and Western?
One shot fired, heard
They put out the code 4, but I'm close by.
Sandalwood, 3, code 2, incident 3221, RE 2133.
Northeast, from our location from the truck.
1X39, roger.
23, stand by.
47.
All units, code 4 to
Robert 4, we're going to be in pursuit. Should be a silver Chrysler northbound Long Beach from our...
87 Mulholland Drive, Edward Runners, Sport, incident 3241.
Can you with the radio, please?
From our location, the fire is about 1,000 yards.
2325 T33, come in.
We're in a bad location for it.
T33, do you still need a 70-cent unit to respond to your location?
77 Robert 4, 10
Now push them into oncoming traffic. Code 2 and
33, roger.
RD 2185.
10-4, kind of like a consistent white noise.
Wasn't first, 25 feet 33. You put me in route to 31.
Alright, 10-4.
I got engine 55 here. Hopefully get it.
Do you want this little car?
Robert 4, copy. Vehicle West 105 at Long Beach. All units stand by for the intersection.
I'll just do it. Thank you. Sorry, 3, roger.
Engine 67, copy. Thank you.
Engine 125, cancel.
Anything can be in a suspect UAW suspect
5 roger.
Multiple units in the air. Robert 4, did you say the one was 23 one of the...
Number 3243, 4185. And then shelter to the rear complex behind the address. Suspect heard running through the yard. Incident 3244, RE 449, stand by for additional. Infantry unit, ADW the missile bound, suspect 501 South Spring Street. Suspect the boyfriend. Code 2 and 631.
Engine 44.
2310.
Stand by.
No weapons, smash
Yeah,
finger,
follow up en route.
to the house.
The Van Nuys deal with 1. and show 25 TL31 on follow-up and as well.
10-4 and 77 over 4. Confirm it to 1022.
33, Roger.
We're almost to the top.
I'll request it from no longer in pursuit. If it's over, Chrysler there.
77 over 4. Copy no longer in pursuit. If it's over, Chrysler. Confirm the 1020 where you lost the
Unless there's a significant effort we're looking like we have some more space between an apartment complex and a trailer park. From our vantage point, we're in a bad location. So we're going to relocate and we're going to send
15-5, I copy your response for everything. However, your transfer is unavailable. You're very soon. What's your name, please?
I don't know how much active fire you have, but that's pretty much what they told us.
There's still 10-1. I'm unable to copy.
381, can I get an RA for a female?
77, S11, copies all.
77, S11, copy.
35, Sherman Way. Shooting just occurred, 2900, RA in the street, code 335,
Going on door handles, trying to get a visual here on the neighbors.
Every flash down, suspect for now 9818, and I have some.
Given at any possible for non-suspect now 13825 Sherman Way.
Bravo 4, we got a clear on that. It's going to be 8 Tom Queen Sample 188.
Suspect infantry and 298. Tom. 188.
In the child alone, Tacoma to Manchester. She wants a westbound on Manchester, from Tacoma. This is a 5-year-old male black child, uninsured shorts. Seen by himself is code 33256 by 1476.
77, Bravo, sorry, copy. Tom, Sam,
45005 Boulevard, suspect in custody. Been armed with a metal iron sharp weapon.
You make your way down let's give me an address and report if you're close by the top of the ridge line.
Michael 135, conduct the protected speed break at 602 at 4814 Henna Street. Noted at 2242.
Monterey, 14,700. 1,500. I did hear that you have hazards of wires at the top of the ridge, so I'll let you come and take a look. You will be number 1.
Robert 4, it will be a Hellcat spot.
44, go.
Continue the child alone, Tacoma to Manchester. She wants a westbound on Manchester, from Tacoma. This is a 5-year-old male black child, uninsured shorts.
77, before I copy the Hellcat.
3256 by 1476.
Engine 12 from Handitaki Alpha. How much closer do we have?
Traffic, my supposed involving going Washington, Macon, Washington.
Engine 12.
Unit,
About another 150 feet. Shut us down and give me the rest of the hose.
Randall.
Thank you for the donation. See ya. Ellis Wilkerson, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the donation. Thank you so much. All right, so look. Anyways, how you doing? You want to say hi? They love you. I'm telling you, they love you. I love black girls. What is your name?
Oh my God, Tuscany.
I like that.
Thank you.
Like Italy?
Yes.
I need a little taste of Tuscany.
I'm dead.
Are you single?
I am, but I'm talking to somebody.
Oh my gosh, my heart fucking hurts right now. You got Instagram?
I do.
What's your Instagram? Let them know.
Okay, it's me_Tuscany.
It's me. What about Taste of Tuscany? You should change it. I need a taste of that. Oh my goodness. Fuck. Type shit. Hell nah. Shit, type shit. Hold on. Shit, we got more cops up here in this bitch. We got like 20 cops in this bitch. We got 20 cops. So we got a lot of popo in here and shit. We got 12 out here. Look, I swear everybody's telling on me. They really called the cops on me, bro. You gotta be kidding me. They gotta be kidding me right now. Bro, they really called the cops on me? Oh my gosh. This gotta be a joke. They actually called the cops on me. They actually did. This is fucking crazy. This is crazy. Look, what's up, what's up? Look, they actually called 12 on me, look. Bro, this is wild as fuck. Why are you saying that to me? It's called the First Amendment. Freedom of press. I can film anything in public. You're welcome. I just educated you. They just called the cops on me because I'm filming. I'm actually gonna start up again. Yeah, hold on, cops. They called the cops on me because they're uncomfortable. They uncomfortable, look. Look at this. The cops walking away like they don't give a fuck. Like, bruh, yo, dumbass don't know what the First Amendment is. Stupid ass. They're like, you dumb bitch. You ever heard of the First Amendment? You dumbass. The fuck? Oh, he's filming. He's filming. Oh, he's filming. Yeah, no shit, stupid. It's called freedom of speech. Freedom of press. Get your rights right, bruh. Learn the Constitution, you dumb hoe. For real. Look. Yo, hold on. Let me get a good shot of that for the thumbnail. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. They're my boy. Yeah, we out here tonight. They just called the cops on me for filming.
Really?
Dumbass. Yeah, I can film anything in public. They stupid as shit.
Wait, they called the cops on you for filming?
Yeah, because first of all, they, so this dumbass girl calls me over to the side over there where she's standing at by the piano bar. Okay. And then she gets all butthurt and decides to call the cops. But she called me over there first.
That's crazy.
I'm like, you stupid ass bitch. Like, this doesn't even make any sense. And then she's saying I can't film. I'm like, yes, you can. I can film anything.
Yeah.
I'm in public. There's no expectation of privacy. I'm like, these cops are like, you dumbass.
Wait, did they walk up to you just a second ago?
No, I just saw the cops. They pulled up. Look, they standing right. No, that's not them.
What are you telling me you're doing right now?
What's that?
So what are you on stream right now?
What I what?
What are you telling me right now?
What did I tell them to do? What do you mean?
What are you telling them that you're doing right now? You just filming?
Yeah. They don't know what I'm doing. Oh, no. Oh, I did end up telling them I'm streaming. And then I was like, damn, they're roasting you in the stream right now. And they got fucking pissed. That's what it got them real pissed.
Let's go stream at Concrete.
I can't even, this is too loud.
Yeah,
way too loud.
How many viewers you got right now?
Probably like 700, if I could guess.
Really?
Yeah. It's late right now.
That's crazy.
It just got good too. I got some good clips.
Bro, yeah, I found your YouTube like three years ago, bro.
Yeah.
That's just funny as
Let's
shit,
see.
Bro.
It says 886.
Hey, his videos
Hit the like on the stream.
Character is the funniest character. Yeah, bro.
Hit the like on the stream.
Bro, what's that one video you had where you like trying to buy guns and shit?
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. I know.
Funny,
shit, break yourself, fool.
Yeah.
Oh, we should go rizz them up.
Alright, let's go.
Let's go Riz. Right there. Let's go right there.
I don't know, bro.
See, look how quick the cops left too.
You get your shit clipped up too?
Wait, what?
Like you get like your streams clipped up?
I've been clipping them, yeah.
You do it yourself, you got a lot of people do it.
No, I just do it myself right now.
You can't send out online.
What's that? No, I do it myself. It's fine.
You do?
Yeah, I do. Plus, because I download it straight from because I use a thing called Prism Mobile. So I download the stream right after, and I just make it private. So then the quality is gonna be better. Sometimes it's hard to get footage just doing like pranks, but stream clips, dude, you can get so many good ones. Like tonight,
and they're authentic.
Exactly. Like those chicks were getting fucking pissed, dude. Hey, what's up with y'all snow bunnies out here tonight? Type shit. Damn, baby. Hey, I got brunettes, we got blondes. Hell yeah. Hey, let me hop in. type shit. Let's see what it says here. What is June 14th? Hold on, it says, I'm just reading this thing.
But do you have like fucking like no fear of fucking like rejection?
Of rejection? Oh, I mean, I'm just fucking around, so I don't give a shit.
I know, but it's just hilarious, bro. You out here fucking wankster.
Yeah. No, I don't care.
No bunnies and shit.
Do a 5-minute First Amendment audit on them old tricks.
Alright, so go through those right now.
Let's do a First Amendment audit on the cops. All right, let's go. Hold on.
First Amendment.
Like asking cops, like what the seeing if they know the law. That's what the First Amendment audit would be. Or just filming. Just going up to people and filming.
I got you.
No, I got it. Oh, they dip in. That's the black club right here. That's the black club. It really is, though. It really is the black club. That's the white club, the piano bar. Honestly, this area is like perfect. Like this whole area, because it's not too crowded. Dude, Concrete Cowboy is kind of ghetto.
Yeah, I know. We were just talking
It used to not be, bro. I'm telling you. All you know, it's funny. It was all white people.
Yeah.
It was all white people, dude.
That's what they did with
Shit.
Trophy Park. You got ghetto.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, there's like a white section. It's like what's it? It's what's that fucking called? How the black people sat in the back of the bus, and now they have the white and the white. That's what they do.
These girls looking at me crazy.
That's what they do there, dude.
What happened?
No, that's what it's called. They what the fuck is that when they separate the whites from the blacks? That's what they do. Segregation. That's the word. I couldn't think of it. It is literally segregation.
Bro, yeah,
Shit. Concrete Cowboy got Jim Crow laws. Hey, excuse me real quick. Can y'all do an interview? Hey, we should go down here. Oh, those are the girls that call the cops. And then the boyfriends were there too.
Wait.
The boyfriend was like,
Girls are the ones you were talking about?
I think the blonde one.
You gotta go back up. You can't go back up.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna stand there and film. Dude, they're gonna look at me. Watch. This shit is funny.
Just Twitch or YouTube?
YouTube and Kick.
Oh, YouTube and Kick.
Yeah. Oh, look. Yeah, the blonde one right there. But, oh, yeah, that is them. They called the cops and they can't do shit. That's the best part. Hold on. I should ask. Did y'all call the cops? How'd that go? Hey, chat. Should I ask them? If they call the cops? Let's see what the chat says. Should I ask if they call the cops? I'm standing on a public sidewalk, dumbass.
Yeah, no, you good.
Shit, I'm straight. Some people are saying yes and some people are saying no. Why y'all still in line? Oh shit, we got more baddies coming and shit. We got more type shit. Hey, what jersey is that? Is that White Sox? Okay, I fuck with it. Hey, what's the fit tonight? What's the fit of the night?
It's her birthday. Hawaiian.
Oh, it's your birthday.
Not my birthday, her birthday.
Oh, it's her birthday? Happy birthday to you.
Hawaiian shirts and Rangers.
Hey, the chat. Hey, chat, say happy birthday. Say happy birthday. The chat loves you. They say happy birthday. They say... Shit. What happened? Hey, is the birthday girl single? Is she? No, like, is she single?
No, she's with me.
Oh, come on, stop.
She's with me.
Oh, y'all lesbians?
Yeah.
I guarantee I could turn you straight tonight.
We don't get that, right?
I could for sure turn her straight.
No, those short things.
Shit, 13 inches of shit, man. Fuck that. My shit crazy, too. Black from the waist down type shit. You got that White Sox jersey on, though. Shit. I break backs for a living out here. Type shit. What's up with you, though? She got them short shorts on with the booty cheeks hanging out. She looked back like she don't know. She wore that shit on purpose, too. You like black guys? You like black guys? Oh, hell yeah. I know you like black guys.
Why you looking at me like that? Oh shit, I'm 23. I'm 23. How old are y'all?
85. 40.
Shit, I could tell, honestly. Y'all do look old as fuck for your age. Type shit. Whoa, oh shit, harassment. She just, oh. Shit, of you. Look, she got, did you see that? Did you see that? She just fucking assaulted me on camera. That is beautiful. Now I can press charges. Yes, I can. I got witnesses. Hey, did she assault me? Did she assault me? Did she? Exactly. Y'all hear that? Call them. Call the cops, mommy. Nah, you just came up and fucking snatched my shit.
You got better content than this. Come on.
Oh, no, this is juicy content right now. This shit is juicy as fuck. We got this dumbass harassing me. And assaulted me on camera. Oh my goodness. Call the fucking cops. This is fucking content. Shit, did you see her? And you saw it, right? You saw her grab me and hit me.
The girls are too privileged out here. They want to call this. First thing they do is call the cops. If actually was black.
Oh, if I was black, I'd be dead right now. I would. I'm serious. She's literally crying on the phone right now. Hold on. Zoom in on this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, 911. He got a camera. Woo. 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 Oh, they leaving. Nah, they didn't call the cops. They leaving. Hold on, zoom in on this dumbass. Oh, she's driving drunk. She's about to drive intoxicated. Hey, don't let her drive. She's drinking. She's fucking drunk, bruh. Okay, that's it. Get the plates. She's drunk, bruh. Bruh, you gonna let her drive that shit? She's drinking.
It's her property. I can't say no.
Oh, seriously? Get the fucking plates on this bitch. Y'all see that? She's drunk. Did y'all see that? Driving drunk. I got assault on camera. Bro, you know what sucks? For a second, it cuts it out. Whenever she went up and tried to snatch it, it cuts for a second.
For real? I got the clip.
You got it?
Yeah, I got her.
Oh, send me that shit.
I got you, bro.
Dumbass. It's still a good clip, they said.
I got it right here, bro.
Hold on. Oh, yo, send me that. Airdrop that shit right now.
I got you.
Holy fuck, send me that, bro.
Here, let me download it right quick.
Oh my gosh.
He's tripping.
Bro, she's drinking for sure. You wouldn't be acting like that.
I saw her in there. She was drunk as hell.
And she just got in the fucking car, dude. And they just let her.
You got your airdrop on?
Oh, hold on. I gotta put it on. Hold on, let me see. Bro, I gotta put that in my stories. The content, bro. The content.
You gotta get it.
Hold on. Let me see here. Oh, I know what to do. Where the fuck is... Oh my gosh, dude.
What the fuck is this?
General, oh. Airdrop, okay. Okay, go ahead. That's it right there, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Did they just kick you out the piano bar?
That's the only clip you got?
I might have another one.
Oh my gosh, that shit is gold though, bro. Oh, fuck, dude.
Yeah, no, that's the only one I got.
Bro, that is good. It's so short, but it's so funny. Look. Let's watch it.
No, that's actually good.
Oh my god. gosh, bro. That shit is fucking funny. They...
Gotta go to concrete though.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk down there too. Dude, that shit was fucking good, bro. Oh my gosh.
This is like the high class stuff.
Dude, it's crazy. You know it's kind of crazy? How people get that mad just about a camera.
I know.
And you don't even need to say anything.
I know, bro.
Damn, she scratched the fuck out of me.
It's like a thing too. They're not used to it out here. Yeah, they're not used to it out here. Like in Miami, that shit is literally.
You could
have
a
camera viewers.
Bro, like 10 years ago, people liked that shit with the cameras.
Here?
No, like, I'm saying like people basically like they didn't get mad about cameras.
Yeah, but now the thing is they know social media. They don't want to get viral and look like an idiot on social media.
But how are you? But then they make themselves viral by acting like an idiot like that. Because they would not have gone viral if they didn't fucking. You literally did it to yourself. Cause like they'll be like, "Don't film me," and then sometimes I'm not even like focusing on them, and then I'll focus on them. Then they cause a scene, and then they fucking go viral. But they don't want to go viral. I'm like, you deep down want to go viral.
They do.
They said she's definitely getting pulled over.
What's like the biggest thing you learned about like content about going viral?
Dude, you got to get like, it's all based on the reaction. Because I could do something that's like funny, but if it doesn't have a good reaction, it just doesn't hit. Title and thumbnail too, obviously.
Yeah, it's like the package.
Exactly. Oh shit. Damn, shit.
Why the fuck are you filming?
Cause you fine as fuck. Hold on, wait. I wanna film. Can I film you? Wait, hold on. Hey. Wait, can I just film? Hey, come here, what's your name? Oh shit, she too good for me? Oh my gosh, you like an Alabama too, get out of here. What, excuse me? She got fucking pissed. Just call him an Alabama too. They can't handle that shit. Type shit. Oh, he's streaming. Let's go. He's streaming. Oh, let's go.
Oh yeah, what are you doing tonight?
Just random shit, honestly. We got, hold on, let me see what I just got.
I'm gonna follow you for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk down there. Let me just got this shit. Hold on. This is from just now. It's not real. She's chasing me down, bro. And trying to smack the camera. Yeah. What's that? No, I was just talking to them, standing there. And then, what's that? Yeah. And then I was asking for her friend's number, and then she started getting mad. And then it kind of escalated from there.
Damn, we gotta see you do more now.
I know. Let's see what we got. Type shit. Oh shit. What's up? He got 2 girls tonight, type shit. You got 2? He got 2 girls tonight, type shit.
They tripping, huh?
They straight up tripping. They tripping in this bitch. We streaming in that bitch.
Now I gotta see this in action. All right,
I don't know if there's anything going on. What's that?
The chat going crazy?
They're saying some shit. Yeah, I don't know if there's people down here though. That's the only thing. Cause there's some more people down there. Like here, it's too loud too. They called the cops on me like 2 or 3 times already. But
How long you been up here?
Since like a little after 11.
Oh, 11.
It's like grinding, boy.
A little less than an hour. But the cops know that I didn't do anything, and they can't do shit. But one of them, the girls called me over there, and then they got mad when the chat started. Oh, I'm good. Appreciate it though. The chat started roasting them, and I was just reading off the chat, and then they called the cops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You be on TikTok too, right?
Yeah, I have a TikTok. Yeah, I do.
We outside.
Right. Damn, man. I might have to.
Empty, bro.
I know.
It's really dead.
I might have to go back this way, dude. This is where it's at. This is where it's at. They just get mad when they see a camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Cause like I was telling the other guy, I was like, I won't even be like focusing on them like that. And then all of a sudden they're like, just start getting triggered at me. Then I start filming them. Then they go viral. But then they act like they don't want to go viral. I'm like, you just made yourself viral, dumbass, because you're acting stupid.
Ain't got nobody. Yeah, it's dry, man.
Yeah, I might have to go back. I'm gonna head back down here, dude. All right, man.
Good to see you. Be safe, bro.
Hey, you too, man. Type shit. This is my song too. Hey, cops pulling her ass over for being drunk driving. I know, type shit. We got any requests? Hey, we got no requests. We got no donations. Hey, come on. Y'all want me to stay out another hour and a half? Drop some donations. Drop some, please, I'm serious, drop some donations. Because I'm about to end this bitch in like 5 minutes. I'm going to end this shit in 5 minutes if we don't get some donations. For real. I already got some good ass clips. I could end it on a good note. But I'll stay out an extra hour and a half if you guys want to donate. We got, oh my goodness. What is your name?
Stephanie.
Can I get your number?
No.
Damn. That shit whack, ain't it? That shit trash, huh? Rash. Oh, that lame as fuck.
Ain't about it, bro.
It's because you got that wanted shirt on. Type shit. Yeah, let's get them donations, man. Fuck.